Good morning from New Zealand. I'm Danny de Hek, otherwise known as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I got that name by having a 2-page spread in the printed edition of the New York Times about my quest to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme and a scam. That was back in 2022, I believe. Since then, I've done about 2,000 videos. I normally go into Zoom meetings, which I call popcorning, and I look for people who are gaslighting people in the Zoom meetings, telling them that if they invest their USDT into their platform and buy a membership, that they will get the gateway they're looking for to their financial freedom. Then these Ponzi schemes fall over, they slap a new brand on top of the Ponzi scheme or move to another network and repeat the process to the same individuals. It's a disgusting thing to watch happen, but I'm here to try and cause as much disruption as I can, and I'm making quite a good impact, even if I may say so myself. So if you haven't been here before, I'd really appreciate it if you can support me by simply subscribing to my YouTube channel. I always say to people, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll do something in return. Well, I'll get someone to do something in return, and that's Sadie. She loves cleaning your window screen for you. So wasn't it worthwhile subscribing to my YouTube channel? Now, I woke up this morning at 3:30 and I thought it's a little bit too early to start. It is now 7:15 in the morning, so I laid in bed for a while trying to go back to sleep because I don't sleep very well because I'm in front of screens all day long and I don't switch off. So then I woke up at 6 o'clock and then I had a shower. And now it's 7:15 in the morning and I'm trying to think of an angle for the meeting. So what I do, I just need... That's it. I got it back. So what I do is I jump onto my phone and I look at my WhatsApp messages and I see messages coming in from my Avengers. And one of the messages today that was quite interesting is... don't worry if you've got your money in BTCC, it's perfectly safe. If you've transferred your life savings into BTC, it's safe. But there's an update here for you. The token value, or their token value, it's a closed network. And once you've got your money in there, you can't get it out. But don't you worry about that because it's not important, because Chavez is the man behind it all. And he has built his own blockchain to compete against, where's my cleaning cloth? Compete against Bitcoin. And he's going to build this network up so it's the envy of everyone that has Bitcoin, and they're going to purchase his tokens. You can already purchase miners for $27,000, and they claim they've sold 300 of them, so don't worry. Not miners, nodes, whatever it is. I'm not that technical. But anyway, what's actually happened is Chavez seems to have disappeared lately, and Lucky seems to have picked up the ball. So something fishy is going on there. But don't worry, because you could never get your money out anyway, so it's not going to change your life in the slightest. Of course, they tell you never to invest more money than you can afford to lose. But I just wanted to be the one to give you the update that this, even though it's a closed network, it still drops in value. And Chavez was on Bloomberg TV explaining how happy he was about this particular...
You are a real piece of
Oh, that's Sam
if
Lee.
you believe I have taken your money.
Faces charges in the US. The damage to his reputation may impede his new businesses. But this story isn't just about Lee.
If Dubai continues to harbor these questionable schemes,
the damage these ventures pose is likely going to increase.
Chavez and more. This new guy that now is like the new Sam Lee.
We are creating another Bitcoin. Bitcoin 2.0 is coming.
Notice that when this guy tells you about his own Bitcoin, he can't even look the camera in the eye because he knows he's lying. And I've been after this guy. I remember Chavez's first day on the job. He was working for Sam Lee, or actually he claimed to be working for Hypertech Group, which I believe is behind all these scams. And he was like the apprentice, and he was working for Stable Deo and Stable Opinion, and then Hyper One. And then all of a sudden, Sam Lee started up We Are All Satoshi. Sam Lee got kicked out by the board members of Hypertech Group, I believe, And then Chavez has now stepped up as the CEO, and he's just got accolade after accolade after accolade. He's just the man. So this is him being interviewed by Bloomberg Television. This has taken 10 months to get this video online, and I'm featured in here heavily as well. It's probably my best exposure to media that I've had. But look at Chavez telling us about his network. So this is his network here, and there's a graph that whether it's real, see it's got big chunks out of it. I believe that they're slowly winding out their exit strategy. And obviously it's affecting the price of the token, which is fantastic. But here you are, Chavez on, let's say, national TV, because it's on Bloomberg TV, telling people that how wonderful he is. And listen to this. This is like watching the demise of a company. And remember, there's so many things I could tell you, but let's just watch this for a bit longer.
Price was $3 at the time of launch. Now it is $67. If we do 5,000x, that is something which is good, which is like just like Bitcoin that we will do.
With authorities often powerless to act across borders, it's fallen on people like Danny to sound the alarm on suspected scams. And people like Chavez Anwar are very aware of Danny's efforts to disrupt their operations.
One person that I wanted to bring up is Danny de Hek.
I mean, it's not good that you talk about something you don't know. I mean, he has zero knowledge of the tech.
I have zero knowledge of the tech, and we have zero understanding about his development team, because we've never even seen a development team, or what does he call them? Programmers. They just don't exist. You think that if you had a team of developers, you would at least walk through the office with your phone and video them working on your projects or something like that, wouldn't you? Eco Cider, welcome to the channel. Nice to have you here. Love having fresh blood in the channel, so welcome. You're more than welcome to here. We're just getting started today. I don't know where we're going to go, but there's a few things. We're just sort of catching up. I thought I'd give a bit of a update on what's been happening. Where is Chavez? This is the question. This is the man that seems to have gone missing, and this is the what happens when Chavez leaves his own blockchain. So imagine you're running the circus, and everyone that goes into the gates of the circus or the carnival can't leave. Well, that's exactly what BTCC. It's its own blockchain, not connected to the real world. It happily takes USDT for entry, but if you want to leave, you can't take any of your money out. You just have to sit there and invest in these projects that they have. So the projects that they have, and I say we, the Avengers have actually gone through them. So it's all under an umbrella of Affiliate Marketing 3.0. Now, Affiliate Marketing 3.0 was set up by Chavez when he come in, and they just come up with a whole lot of stupid platforms that encourage you to invest. Now, you can get a discount if you're in BTCC. You can normally get a 40% discount for any of their things that they come out with. So just briefly, not to go on about it too much, Liquid Pay, when Chavez was interviewed by Bloomberg, they asked him about NinePay, and they said he said NinePay was a new credit card that's going to come out and take the world by storm. And then they did a bit of research, and they asked Visa, who was meant to be backing it, or if they've ever heard of Chavez Anwar or NinePay. And they said never heard of him. And they actually come out and made a public statement to say they've never heard of NinePay. They're not affiliated with him in any which way or form, and they don't even know who this person Chavez Anwar is. So what happens? He rebrands the company. Doesn't even say why. Rebrands it to NinePay, and now launched this card that people can give their KYC details to. You go into their Zoom meetings, and they're teaching their members how to get around giving KYC details by using fake details. It's absolutely breathless. So their own credit card, they're teaching people how to avoid the KYC details to keep themselves anonymous. So that's just one of his projects that he's got. And by the way, if you sell somebody a $1,000 card, you'll get a bonus of $100. Then you've got what we call Dao, actually Doodoo.com is a like-minded site with another silly bird looking like that. But you go to D0D0.app to get to the website. And that there is meant to be some sort of system where you can buy yesterday's newspaper, I call it. It's like a trading platform where you can see who made money yesterday, and you can buy the historical trades. I'm not sure how it works, but it doesn't work. No one's really picked up on it. And then Capital 3, well, that's You might have seen Capital 3 before because there's two other companies out there that have the same name. They've apparently set this up as a DAO, and there's another company that's also got a DAO, which doesn't seem to be connected. And then there's another company called Capital 3 as well, because what they do is they use like-minded companies' names, so they pass off other names. But don't worry, if you want to invest in this, you can stake some money, I believe. And now they've just re-released what they call Boomerang 2.0, but they've actually given a new name called Protocol Yield. And we've done videos on that. And he claims that his programmers have written the code, but we actually managed to find the white label service that he's offering. And we've contacted them and told them, do you realize this company's claiming they're you? It just goes on. And also this coming soon, well, that's been there for 2 years. So I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, here's Shavis baby, because you haven't seen him for a while. Thought we'd give you a fix.
He has zero understanding of tech. If it is affecting my reputation in the market, I will sue.
I literally do have the best defamation lawyers in New Zealand helping me out. It does have a big toll on me, and some days it does hit me like a ton of bricks. But one day karma may catch up with them and I may get some grief as well. But because of my upbringing, I feel like I'm fighting a battle for other people, so it's not going to stop me doing what I do, but it is a concern. Right, so that was me on Bloomberg. Great article. So since then a lot has happened, but it was actually a privilege to actually be in this article. And if you don't know anything about me, I'm going to give you a little bit about me, because I've got a part here about the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I'll play that while I'm getting myself ready for the meetings. I could talk about Sam Lee for 20 weeks. I see a lot of people that are drawn into these schemes. They show nice cars, nice houses, nice holidays, happy people. But took the money and ran. Sam Lee disappeared. Blockchain Global has $50 million Australian missing. We didn't know where he was. We were trying to figure it out.
Over the past decade or so, experts say there's one place where crypto scamming has been very prolific, and it happens to be the same place that Sam Lee moved to when he left Australia.
Yep, he's alive. You heard it here first. Sam Lee is back. 8 months after he left Australia, he popped up in Dubai with a new scheme called Hyper One. And I thought it was a joke.
Welcome to the Silicon Oasis, UAE. Ground zero of one of my many operations.
Lee's been prolific since settling in Dubai.
He's worked on VidiLook, Satoshi Square Table, StableDAO, and We Are All Satoshi.
These are far from solo projects. There are entire teams behind them.
Dubai does seem to be a place where people seem to flee, especially related with crypto.
The UAE was put on a grey list a few years ago of countries not doing enough to tackle illicit finance. It was taken off that list earlier last year. The country has made public efforts to clean up its finance sector. The issue is how effective these measures have been, and is enough being done in Dubai and internationally.
It is getting to the stage where we need help. A lot of people are sort of getting away with it.
Unlike most people facing prosecution, Samly's always been very willing to speak to me. And that's why we set up a sit-down interview.
So originally the idea was to come here in Dubai and interview Sam Lee to talk about Hyperverse. And he said that he would meet us. So right now,
So to be honest, guys, it's probably one of my most proudest interviews ever, and it certainly made a huge difference to what I am doing. The amount of inquiries that I'm getting from people asking me to investigate stuff is actually quite humbling in a way, and I really want to thank people for the support that they've given me. But we haven't finished yet. We're just getting into it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going into a whole lot of Zoom meetings looking for a live meeting. Now, we've probably, there's probably a We Are All Satoshi meeting going right now. There's two people in here, funny enough. Who's the second person? So we'll storm into these Zoom meetings and popcorn our way through. Saturday morning here in New Zealand, so it's Friday night, Friday afternoon here. Nice to see you here. And the other thing I must admit, yesterday was another humbling experience. And I'm going to show this. We've got some amazing people in our networks. So we were doing a video yesterday exposing Mars Honda Henderson, and this was it here. And we sign up unless I have a referrer, which means right. So we go back to here. I don't know. And we had a visitor to a friend of the show. The problem is with these scammers using their own voices, and I feed it all the information about the scam they've been doing and what they've been doing, so they answer it just like it's real. It's friggin' hilarious. But you want to try it? But yeah, if that makes a difference, I can make up an AI voice and you can interview her.
I'm sure the scammers are upset at that one. I mean, they do bad enough on their own. It's hard when you actually use their own words and content against them. So I'm sure they're hot about that.
So that's the voice of Jason from Pocket Watches, and he did, and it's just awesome because here we are doing a interview, a video all about Mars Honda Henderson, who has been promoting E1U Life. And then we have Jason Avengers. Where is he, Jason? I'll just bring up his channel. I thought I had him saved as a bookmark, but I didn't. How do I find him in a hurry? Boom. Pocket Watcher. Pocket Watcher. Actually, history. If I go to history, I'll find him. History. History. We're about to say there it is. There. So he was doing a video.
Hey, happy Thursday.
So he was doing a video all about Justin Owens. I don't know the guy, but he did what I do. You go down a rabbit hole and you go through all their social media and you realize that these guys have been involved in, like IM Mastery Academy must breed scammers. He found that, and then he found that they were all connected, father and son. One of the fathers was being done for $44 million. And then what he did, he just did an amazing thing. But what he was doing, he was exposing a scam called E1U Life, and he even said things that I think and I don't say. For example, if you're going to come up with a scam, why would you pick such a stupid name for the
else
scam?
You want to promote? Go E1.
Go E1U Life. And then one part I really did like of it is when he come in here, he's got this guy. He said whenever he sees a black guy with a whiteboard and a marker, he said it's just like a scam. And this guy here went through the process of drawing how the whole system works. And Pocket Watcher said he didn't even really understand how the scam actually sustained itself. But once this guy drew it up on the board, even Jason was discovering how the scam actually works. But basically, he just drawed a big picture of a pyramid on the board. It was friggin' hilarious, but really, really good because it backs up what I'm saying. Because here he is doing a video about E1U Life, and over here I am. Oh, not that one. Here I am doing a video about Mars Honda Henderson, who's promoting E1U Life. And then pops up Jason on my screen, which is just absolutely awesome. So I was just so nice. And then also he gave me a big plug on his channel. And if you don't know who Pocket Watcher is, he literally has 130,000 people on his channel. And I'm just going to put his channel name in there. Not that he needs any more subscribers, but please do like and subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when he comes out. Now, normally, I don't know what the time difference is, but it's normally about 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, New Zealand time, that he goes live. But some of his videos, like I was talking to him and I said, some of your videos have 300,000 views. Now, that one that I just showed you, Bloomberg, has had 600,000 views in 1 month, and they're mainstream media. To get a YouTuber who can produce content exposing people, who he could be, done for slander or he could be done for defamation, is really amazing. So I'm really impressed that he'd come on our channel, and he's such a supportive guy. So when we're starting to connect with people like that, like I've connected with Jim Browning, I've got a couple of emails with him. I'm working on him, and then also people like CoffeeZilla, Stephen. When I got in the shit with my YouTube channel, they come to help, and that's the sort of community that we really want to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I do add him. If you're wondering how to add people with using your keyboards, you can go Command D and it'll bring up a box. Then I put everyone in so I go to YouTube, and then I go Avengers, and I make sure he's in there. Oh, Pocket Watcher JT. Yeah, and we've worked together. But what he said, he searched for EU1 Life, and up comes one of my videos. So EU1 Life, and you can see a lot of other people. Now, this guy here, we're going to do a video on him. This name is Anthony, but he was going through here looking for information, and somehow he stumbled across my video. Maybe he put scam at the end of it. But there's so many people out there promoting it. And this is the guy that's meant to be behind it. Oh, that's their video. That's why. There was a doctor on there telling us that he'd made $12,000 in a short period of time. That was a laugh. Found out that the doctor had got his doctorship from a company that's not registered to any institution whatsoever. And then found that the person giving the claim was connected to an old scam that happened years ago. So they're all connected, and they literally just go back. Like I said at the beginning of this video, they go back. Look, I don't even find my own videos in here. Oh, there it is. So that's the video there that I did, but thank goodness that come up. I'm starting to, I only got 400 views. So I don't get much traction on my videos, which is a bit of a pain. But here I was highlighting the fact that Mars Honda Henderson is promoting E1U Life. What is a stupid name? Oh, the scammers haven't got a brain sometimes. Yeah, and this is the other thing, what Jelly Snack just did in the chat room, where I'm going to put together a letter to yeah, so this is right, this is what we're going to do. Let's go back to we'll go to this, and we'll go to Crypto Avenger, YouTube, Avenger, where are we? We're going to go to Avengers, and we're going to go to Pocket Watcher. And I'm going to go, I'm going to go to his more section. And has he got an email? He does have an email, right? Submit. I'm not a robot. Submit. There we go. Now watch this. So now we're going to go here. A friend of my channel. We're going to go back to, actually, I'll do it over here. And we're going to go to ChatGPT. And now we're going to go to here, and we're going to look for Megan Lynch, and we're going to give it instructions. Could you please help me compose all the facts that we know about VYB so I can give it to a scam buster friend of my channel whose channel information is below. He is a YouTuber similar to myself, and he wants to expose Megan Lynch, Regan Lynch, and Tony Merrick. I would like to give him all the facts I know about these girls. And also, I want to explain that they are promoting a 3 times matrix pyramid scheme. Don't forget to include as many links as you can to help him with his investigative journalist investigation. All right, so below is all his details. Right, so that should be enough. So I just chuck that in there. And then what you can see is it will go through my database. Now, unfortunately, I've done so many videos on these girls that I had to break my knowledge base into 2. So what I'm doing now is let's have a look and see what it does. So now what I'll do is my computer's been a bit naughty. I'll grab his email address and I'll put this in here. So I've got an email ready and we'll go back to see what ChatGPT is up to. And the fact is, and this is how good it is with ChatGPT with me at the moment, because now I need, I'll just put that in the subject line, but now hopefully that will generate. So what we're going to do is we've asked him when he was on our live if he could. Everyone's be asking him for favors all the time, but we really want to expose these girls and what they've been involved in. And hopefully this will generate a decent report and away we go, ho, 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 as they say. Navigation. Look at it go, though. Isn't that just brilliant? Double vision. 1 minute video scam being promoted. It's just going to give him enough to get his teeth into, and hopefully he'll come back to us. Recommended action. So if you do know Jason, I believe his name's Jason, I should know. VYB, oh my God, you just asked what VYB is. This is, it's called the VYB. And this is 2 ladies. Well, there's 3 ladies involved in it. Well, there's more than that. There's Anthony as well. But at the moment, it's a Ponzi scheme that claim that they've got 72,000 people who are members, but they're not members. They've just been building a mailing list. They've had people sign up. They all pay $25 each, and that locks them into the 3 times pyramid matrix. And for that $25, you get a marketing kit. And in the marketing kit, you get 5 images to put on your social media so you can promote them. Once you're locked into the 3 times pyramid matrix, they've now got packages which aren't even released where you can pay $25, $39, $159, well, $259 a month to them, and they're going to give you digital products that will help your business grow and go to the moon. But there's no proof of anything they're doing. They're making this up as they go. But in the meantime, they gaslight people into signing up and paying the $25 because the real scam is the $25. And if you can find them on Behind MLM and already, but she's got a long history of promoting scams and terrible. I've done heaps of videos about it. It's to the point, but every day we get on there and we try to expose them. It's absolutely quite comical. And we will do that in a minute. So I'm just going to cut and paste these messages that we've got. So this is enough for hopefully him to get his teeth into. I'll just find my email and we'll send Jason an email, and hopefully that will be we'll send that off to him, and then I'll send him a reminder, and as we've done, it's just sending off. So hopefully he does do an investigation on VYB, and that would be absolutely awesome. That would certainly make a lot of Avengers days. So let's see if we can find some stuff here to go with. I'm just still logging in, so I'm just going to shut down that window. I'm just trying to find some meetings that are live, and then we'll bring you some entertainment.
This meeting is being recorded.
This meeting's been recorded, everybody. There are placeholder Zooms where they seem to just leave them open and people turn up when they need to. And but we'll just go through.
This meeting is being recorded.
That one's been recorded as well. It's good to know. Let's get rid of some of this. Okay. Right, and then we'll go back to where we were. So we literally have probably 100 tabs open at the moment, and soon we'll have 120 odd tabs on here. And we basically will find meetings that are live at the moment. So US prime time, that's probably over now, but it didn't happen yesterday when there was meant to be a meeting. So these are all the boomerang meetings, which people who promote, I call them boomerang meetings, but that's We Are All Satoshi, the same people that were in the video that we did. Hopefully we'll get some entertainment here in a minute. So we've got that there. I'll just need to check where I'm up to. So these are all the meetings that I need to log into. Good. All right. So this is quite funny. We do find live meetings, don't worry. But this is actually Ryan from Bit Harvest's meeting. Oh, he's changed his password, I think. Just make sure of that. 885319. Nope, Danny with his fat fingers. Okay, and then we can just about go through these off memory. Off memory by memory. Is there such a word? That's Financial Freedoms team. Then we've got some really high-tech numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Email. If you ever do need to use an email, just .com. That's my email address, believe it or not. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we will find meetings. Now, it is 19 minutes to the hour, which most meetings start at 19 minutes on the hour. So my advice to you, if you're sitting here waiting for me to get started, go get yourself a cup of tea, come back in about 19 minutes time, and then you will watch me do what we do. I've lost my way now, talking too much. No, I have lost my way. Where are we up to? I'll just do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we didn't do that one right. Oh, I've lost my way. I've got another screen over here of all the passwords ready to go in case I do lose my way. That's 2004. Sorry, 2024. So we're up to 2024. This one's Freedom. This is Mars Honda's secondary Zoom meeting link that she doesn't think I'm not having a good day today with the keyboard, am I? Freedom, earn passive income, 1.2 per day. I love the way if you give them $10,000, they tell you that's how much money you're going to get per day, but no one's talking about where did my principal go? And it's just ridiculous sometimes. What we've got on the screen here, Jim ID. Now we have got some new IDs, and once we've got all these lit up, we'll go through our Zoom meetings and see if we can 0000. Is that the one there? No, I've lost my way again. Jim, you put me off. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh my goodness. Go get yourself a cup of tea. Don't look at me. I started a bit primitive. Normally I try to have these all open before you guys get here, but I thought I'd put you through the pain of it all today. So that's 2004. Next one should be 000. Oops, wrong screen, Danny. I'm making a blunder of this. Never worked live, kids. Okay, that one doesn't require a password anymore. They're getting desperate. So that's now I think we're 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, 2000. So we try to keep these up to date so we don't have this problem. This is meant to be 000. 0000. Enter. Right. Mastery, cool. Oh my goodness. Right, we'll just see. Now we should be to 1, 2, 3. Talking to myself, but no one else is talking back to me, so it's fine. Except in the chat room, of course. Okay, so now we've got. I've forgotten what I just did. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you like my name today, everyone? I'm Mars Honda. This one's funny. It's Citizen. They've changed it. Citizen.zen. And they've changed their password on me, but I'm going to keep it open because I reckon they're going to change it back. This one's no limit. No limit to what you can make. Just have to believe. Oh my God, we cannot do this right today. No limit. I think because of my spelling techniques, no limit. I'm going to actually copy it because it's going to be easier. Edit, copy, enter, cancel. Right, we're up to no limit, no limit, no limit. I've got no memory, so it's a problem when you're dyslexic. You literally don't remember stuff. So I'm up to no limit, and now I'm up to who gives passwords out like this? This one is 6, 8, 9, 8, 8, 2. So much for your secrets. This one's 2025. That's original. 2025. This one's they've made it public. That was called Money. This one is they've turned off the passwords on some of these, so they have decided they're getting desperate. So these are all people that have turned off passwords. Oh, here we now. I don't know where I am. I'll have to get the ID number, put it in another screen, and see where we got up to. Oh, another one of these awesome ones. These are Frank's rooms. I know all these rooms intimately. 664. Wave Life. Jim, I think you gave me that one. Wave Life. Oh goodness, Wave Life, Wave Life, Wave Life, Wave Life. And then the last one is 888, and this one makes me laugh because they're hiding this room. So let's see if it stays the same. It did. All right, so it should be all of them. Right, and there's the biggest launch ever. So that room there should start. Now, what we're going to do is we'll just flip through them all and see if there's any live meetings. There's the one. What was that? Host has joined. We'll let you know when they're here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one at the start so we can keep an eye on him. This is like fishing, you see. And then we go, we have to start through the whole lot again. Oh, what's that one there? Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the blueness so I can look at this. I did this yesterday, but some people can't keep the crypto Ponzi scheme out of it. So what they decide to do is just block Australia and New Zealand. That will keep Danny away. So I always have to laugh at that one. But anyway, we don't need them all. We can't win them all. But I do love the fact that we are actually pissing off people, which is quite fun. Not that I've got better things to do with my time. The other one I will do, if you don't mind, is just grab my own chat room for YouTube because I can't cut and copy links when I need to. Them all. We can't win them all. But I do love the fact that we are actually pissing off people. Which is quite fun. Not that I've got better things to do with my time. The other one I will do, if you don't mind, is just grab my... There we go, got rid of my own voice. Just making use of the chat room. Okay, there's a link in there. Thank you, Jelly Snack. I knew there'd be one there. That's why I've got that room. So we'll now click on that and we'll click on this one. Would you believe it opens it up in the wrong Zoom? Opens up within its own tab. Try that one there. Okay, so what's this one here? Jelly Snack just gave me this one now. We might have a live one. Mars Honda. Have I got that one? So if I get new links like that, first thing I do is I copy the ID, go back to my other computer, and I already do have that one open, but that's okay. So that's good. And then what we'll do is we will go through until we find a meeting open. Just doing some housework along the way here. What's this one here? I should shut these ones down because they are usually stupid ride B&B meetings. But you can see if I shut these down, then my eye will pick up the blue. Some of these are going to be good though. What's this Talk Fusion one? We've killed that room already. Sue man back. What are you saying? Sued man, the bee came back. But anyway, 11 minutes to the hour, so we'll probably have quite a few rooms open, and then we open up multiple browsers and cause havoc, and that's where the fun begins. So that one there I will get rid of, but that is Citizen. So we're looking for a new... Ooh, my earpiece has made a noise. What's happening there? Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do is we can play you some more of this movie until we get a live meeting. And I'm going to go through our WhatsApp group and see if I can find some other links in the background. So you'll just have to listen to this.
When I'm messaging Sam on WhatsApp, it shows up as if he's not received my messages. So he's kind of gone off the radar.
All right, and I'll go to WhatsApp.
This is the place that Sam Lee in one of his videos shows as his office center. We looked all over the city for him. We went to his personal and business addresses, but there was no sign of him.
Just kind of been waiting. What is the name? L-E-E. L-E-E. Okay, no. So it looks like Sam Lee doesn't live here, and it doesn't look like he's staying at the apartment that US authorities had an address for.
I knew he had an extensive network of people who were working with him on a lot of these ventures, most of which seemed problematic.
So we've been able to find a number of people close to Sam Lee, people who've helped him set up his websites, people who've helped him find liquidity in the industry, and people who are close business partners of his.
Sam, honestly, he's been kind of also like a mentor.
Sam and others. So they're all hardcore originators of this decentralized technology.
I cannot say, personally at least, that I've spoken or I know someone that has as much knowledge and experience.
In Dubai, everybody is in crypto.
Shahbaz Anwar is a particularly fascinating character. He's picked up one of Sam Lee's ventures, We Are All Satoshi. And it just so happens that it also received a cease and desist order from Californian authorities for being a Ponzi and pyramid scheme.
You know, he's like the new Sam Lee.
I'm selling 9pay cards, I'm selling Dodo subscriptions, I'm selling Bitcoin code miners. I have brought the narrative of affiliate marketing 3.0.
He promotes affiliate marketing, which is the same thing as multi-level marketing. And that's where people make money by selling products and getting commissions from signing up new people.
Pyramid and Ponzi schemes are illegal in most countries, including in the US and in the UAE. Multi-level marketing schemes are legal, and the line between the two is often hard to discern.
The allegations that the California financial authorities were making about the original WAS project was that it's a Ponzi structure, it's a pyramid structure, and those are pretty strong words,
yes.
right?
It was misunderstanding. It was a good model.
I always love that when they say that.
I mean, if people ethically do affiliate marketing, it's a good industry. It's the way to sell products peer-to-peer.
The thing with Shahbaz is he says a lot of things that don't necessarily add up. For example, the Bitcoin company he's launched, he said, is backed by Visa. But I talked to Visa and they said they'd never heard of him. And then he also says he works with regulatory authorities in Dubai quite often. But they told me they'd never heard of him either. But if you look around Dubai, there are a number of signs of other alleged scams just spread all around the city. One of Dubai's metro stations is sponsored by OnPassive, a company US authorities have declared a pyramid scheme. The question is...
Karma queen. Queen of karma. Every time I hear of the word OPassive, she spent her career, like I have, going after Hyperverse. Queen of karma has gone after OnPassive, which is just a made-up friggin' thing again.
Is why Dubai has become such a magnet for these dubious businesses.
Throughout its history, the city has sought to become the center of global trade.
7 minutes, guys.
This started with the oil boom and it's evolved into finance and now tech. In order to attract the best talent, it created a tax and regulatory environment that makes it easy to do business here. The problem is, while attracting legitimate businesses, this has also made it a haven for various tech pyramid and Ponzi schemes, according to US authorities. And despite recent progress in combating illicit finance, Dubai continues to grapple with an influx of bad actors, particularly in the crypto space. A month after I returned, news of Sam Lee's whereabouts finally emerged.
Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai. Once again, Sam Lee has been detained in Dubai.
Sam told...
Now, just out of interest, I got a phone call from the IRS telling me that they've got some good news for me. They didn't know anything about it at the time, and that was that Sam Lee was detained in Dubai. Now, I thought he only got detained for like a week. He got detained for 2 months. Isn't it a hard case? I've just got access to a Microsoft team meeting. I'm just logging in there, so I'm not sure if that's going to crap out. But I'm noticing a lot of these companies are now actually doing their broadcasts within Telegram and within WhatsApp, and also using Microsoft Teams, which is quite good because we can shut them down. But yeah, so I'm just trying something different here to see whether anything happens in this Microsoft team meeting, and nothing does. But yeah, it's interesting. Yes, why do so many rich people live in Dubai? Well, are they rich, or are they having their apartments paid? I know May Summervu was having her apartment paid for by Sam Lee. She was maxed out on her credit cards, and she was begging me to get her home. And now she's home. She's running her own scams called the Promise United. So you don't really know their finances, do you? We just assume they're rich because they're living in Dubai. I'd like to live in Dubai busting scams, but I don't think I'd get paid what they are.
Told me he'd surrendered himself willingly to Dubai authorities after an Interpol red notice was issued. He'd been detained for 60 days and had just been released.
After exchanging messages, we arranged a remote sit-down interview.
What got me through my 60 days of incarceration
was
up here, guys. Knowing that
Brace yourselves.
They cannot do anything worse to me because they have already done what they...
Oh, poor Sam gets choked up. Yes, I've seen it before. Poor Sam.
Why can they get the narrative so wrong and use such powerful and defaming words when all I've done was try to help people understand this space? It's because regulators, unfortunately, cannot be seen as being asleep at the wheel. They have to prove me guilty. That's very, very hard.
Yeah, it is very, very hard to prove them guilty. And regulators don't seem to be... They talk about how they're in line with all these regulators, and then all of a sudden the next conversation is how the regulators can't prosecute them. It's quite funny when they sort of say stuff like that. They don't want to have anything to do with the regulators. They want to fly under the radar.
When they have very little evidence on what actually has happened.
So to some of the early investors who lost money, what would you say to them?
I'm sympathetic to investors who participate in this space and lose money. But everyone who understands how to make money in this space by really listening to what I have to say, giving me time.
So I've got videos that go back. I've probably got 100 videos on Sam Lee telling people to invest in We Are All in Satoshi, to trust in the platform. Also videos of him telling everyone that the money, 30% of the money that they put into the Vault Horizon, when 500 days are up and Bitcoin is worth $100,000, he's going to release that money, and there's no way he could touch that money. So the day that Sam got kicked out of it, Chavez showed that he had the power to move the money from one Vault Horizon to another Vault Horizon. And then later on down the track, Chavez and will move the money out of the Vault Horizon, put it into CaixaBank, and literally telling people that they're now going to pay them dividends, because CaixaBank said that they would give them 36% interest per year. So they were paying dividends into people's We Are All Satoshi wallets of 3% per month. That's when Tammy Jackson and Gobi left the room because they were hoping that when they released the money from the Vault Horizon, that Gobi would be able to pay back his community that invested after his advice into We Are All Satoshi. So basically, Gobi, who was on the phone to me telling me not to mud his name, was begging me to wait until Chavez got hold of the money in the Vault Horizon so he could pay back his community that he advised incorrectly. The money was never meant to be able to be moved out of the Vault Horizon in the first place. So all these, it's on the blockchain, you can see the money, just got switched out, lost, and now that money has been released to people into BTCC token, the worthless tokens that we opened the show on. So it just goes from stupider to stupider. And now here's Sam Lee saying to people, saying on national TV that people who listen to him haven't lost their money. Well, that's not correct, because we've got more than enough evidence that if you listen to everything Sam said, I've got a video of a couple that lost $102,000. They cashed up their superannuation money from in Australia to invest in We Are All Satoshi. We Are All Satoshi has no money. That's why Chavez set up Affiliate Marketing 3.0 so that he could start releasing new products so they had things to sell to people. So then they tell you to go out to your brother and your sister and your mum and your dad and your partner to invest, get them to invest in these projects that don't have any substance so they can get money in because they need money. And then when anyone does get paid out, they get paid out and We Are All Satoshi, and they're using the money from these projects to feed the affiliate marketing crew. Otherwise they'll walk as well. So it's just lies, but no one challenges what these guys say. No one actually says that's a lie because they don't know, they don't understand it. They don't know the history of these companies. Well, I do, even though Chavez says I have zero knowledge of the tech, but I do have a great knowledge of how business works, especially in investments. If you're going to invest your money into something, you normally get returns. None of the investment opportunities has return. You don't need to be a technical data crypto junkie to understand that.
Time to really understand this space, have made money. If people are not able to take the full scope of my knowledge and apply it, then the outcome, of course, will be less than ideal.
So I kind of want to bring up the language that US regulators are using. It's pretty strong. They're talking about pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes. Are they misunderstanding crypto and also like affiliate marketing?
There is nothing wrong with multi-level marketing. There is nothing wrong with cryptocurrency. They simply feel
well, this isn't cryptocurrency. This is platforms that encourage you to buy a membership to get rewards if you're loyal to the platform. And in multi-level marketing, well, there is something wrong with that. I mean, the only company that seems to fly under the radar is Amway, but they have products. These guys claim to have digital products. It's just a stupid. Right. So what we've got here, it's 8 o'clock, it's 2 minutes past 8. So I was hoping that we'd have a live meeting. So I just thought we'd flip through them again. We've got what we're looking for is we're looking for rooms that are open in Zoom. So I'm just logging into a few $1 billion minds. I must have had a few not open, so I'll do those now. Super Zoom. There's quite a few. Oh, these are the ones that all require you to have an email address. Notice my email address is exactly the same every time. Big Whales. That's a good one. Masterclass. You can see what I've done. I've grouped them into difficulties for accessing the room. These ones all require you to have an email address. Oh, Miracle, Cash and More. They've threatened legal action to me before. Never happened though. Hope we're going to have some excitement here, guys. I'm starting to lose my faith in myself here. Oh, how many of these rooms have we got? So we're currently logged into 120 Zoom meetings. And we should be able to find one in a minute that's open. And then we'll see if we can cause some havoc and get you some content. Waiting for host to start meeting. These are just fillers. We should go in here and... Oh, I won't bother. That's fine. I'm getting distracted. Dave Bogost. There'll be a room open. Bob Baran. What I should do is put all those ones at the end. I might do that so I know where they are. Right, and then we'll start again. Yeah, put them all at the end, Danny. And then they're all together as one, so I don't have to keep going over them. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's exciting, isn't it? Anyway, maybe we can keep watching that movie, which we've already watched, but
threatened that this new form of financial value.
I know what we'll do. Silly me. We should be watching Pocket. We should be watching Pocket Watcher. This is worthwhile watching, and we'll use this as our fuller video. While
no profit. I mean, there's a product.
All right, so let's go here. We'll do that instead. That's
this is Pocket Watching with JT.
Boom.
Hey, Pocket Watchers. Welcome to Pocket Watching with JT. I am certified financial planner, Jason Thornton. That means I am a real financial advisor. I don't play one on the internet like these fake gurus. No. I do this in real life. At my firm, I specialize in tax and retirement planning for my clients. But on YouTube, I get to react to bad financial advice and scammer news. All right, let's get straight into it, people. Let's get straight into it. What are we talking about today? Well, today, we've got to talk about a potential scam that's getting promoted heavily in the Black community. Now, everyone's getting a little taste of this, but I'm seeing a strong target in the Black community. And I want to kind of talk about how we got here. I think it's important that I talk about, how exactly did we get to where we are. So, real quick, I got a couple of questions. Now, I did my first show back from tax season last week. Tax season was over. The pocket watcher is back. We're doing shows again, right? And last week, I did a show on this guy right here. This guy name is David Imonitie. All right, David Imonitie. And I'm trying to figure out exactly who this man is. I'm researching him. I'm looking into what he's done in the past. And the only thing that I can find is that he hops from one multi-level marketing company to another multi-level marketing
No surprise
company.
there.
It seems like he's making some money. But my question is, are the people in his downline, are the people who's following him, are they making money? And we did a show about that last week. Now, one of you pocket watchers, I think more than one, but I know one of you pocket watchers reached out to me and you said, hey, do you know about Justin Owens? And I said, I don't know Justin. I'm not exactly sure who he is, not off the top of my head. The pocket watcher isn't in these YouTube streets like I used to. So I don't really recall everybody who's in that podcast fake guru selling you course type of thing. So I couldn't remember. And one of you pocket watchers said, listen, man, you got to look into Justin Owens because Justin Owens is a student of David. I said to myself, well, I mean, if he's a student of David, then I have to assume he's probably doing the same thing that David does. David hops from one multi-level marketing company to another. Let's just take a look at this together now. From my research, one of the earliest multi-level marketing companies that David was in was called Your Travel Biz. Now, if you've never heard of Your Travel Biz, then you're absolutely in for a treat because Your Travel Biz was one of those early 2000s, like 2008, 2000-ish, around that era. A lot of people were claiming that they were making money being like stay-at-home travel agents. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. But here's a Your Travel Biz news report.
Madoff may be the biggest, but his pyramid scheme is hardly the only one out there. Hundreds of multi-level marketing companies make their money by recruiting more and more unsuspecting members. Now California is fighting back, so Schumann shows us how one company got hit where it hurts.
Her shirt reads, "Get paid to travel. Just ask me how."
Can you tell me about YTB?
She doesn't answer about YTB. That's your...
Just going to get rid of that music. Let's see.
The door is on us, and somebody even starts taking pictures of our camera crew.
Can you tell us why the California Attorney General is suing you guys?
Shut up. One woman tries to talk to her.
All I know is...
But somebody else pulls her away. We came to this YTV event because of the stories we heard from people about losing money with the travel company.
I think it really comes down to a culture of greed.
And YTV is now facing a $25 million lawsuit by the state of California. Deputy Attorney General James Thomas says YTV is operating an illegal pyramid scheme.
YTB is an endless chain scheme, a program where somebody pays in order to have the chance to make money through the recruitment of additional people. And the only way to make money is to get additional people below you. At some point, that endless chain is going to run out, and some number of people at the base are going to have lost money.
But YTB's lawyer, Stuart Shanis, disagrees.
I think the AG's office has got this one wrong. I think that the allegations they've made against the company are legally won't stand up to scrutiny, and this is not an illegal pyramid scheme.
Fox 11 went undercover to what YTB calls travel parties. They're basically booster events to hype the company and try to recruit new people. And each new member gets a travel website if they pay about $500, and then they have to spend another $600 or so a year to maintain it. The emphasis at these parties is all about how much money you can make through your travel website.
We got a check for over $47,000 that 1 month.
Mansions, Hummers, the high life. Just some of the enticing images in YTB's promotional videos.
California, always go to the ground. All you gotta do is bend over and pick it up.
Here at a travel party in Riverside, the guest of honor is YTB founder J. Lloyd Tomer, whose nickname is Coach. He had only a few words for us.
And what about the California Attorney General's case?
Moving along very fine.
But here, in one of his self-produced promotional pitches, the former pastor gives a passionate pep talk.
We got people out there making money like you would not believe. Unlimited people to talk to. That's a hot market, not a warm market. They've already paid $400 or $500. They're in the business. They're screaming, "Help me get to my power team." Everybody has a preacher and 6 pallbearers. I mean, just think about it. Everybody got some friends, and you go talk to those few friends.
Recruiting friends, that's exactly where former YTB rep Jim O'Brien says he drew the line.
I couldn't in good conscience go to friends and family and say, here's a business opportunity, and oh, by the way, it costs $500, and that's really where you make most of your money. It doesn't, make a lot of sense to me. They're making all their money on selling the business, not the product.
YTB's lawyers insist
Nothing's changed
that's
there,
not
is it?
true.
YTB's referring travel agents have sold $750 million in travel in the last 2 years.
But the California lawsuit claims 62% of consumers who purchased or maintained YTB websites in 2007 failed to earn even one travel commission.
Many people have paid, thousands.
Yeah, so I'm still struggling. I'm glad we've got some entertainment on the side. I'm still struggling to find a meeting open at the moment. So as you can see, I've got them all open here. Maybe it's Friday night. These are all filler meetings, which I've tried to put together. But just looking through here, just to give you an idea of how bad these are all Zoom meetings of people who are running similar to what we're listening to of Pocket Watcher here. Where they're selling memberships, but they're not selling the product or explaining what the product is. And they're selling what they call the dream. They call me a dream stealer a lot of the time. But, even just going through some of these meeting names, Smart Lab, they were offering free flights to Rome. And then when you read the fine print, they'll pay up to $1,000 of your travel. And it'll get reimbursed if you turn up at this event. But you had to qualify to actually get the free flights. So they have all these, and then when they get there, they show you that they're doing arbitrage trading on horse betting or something stupid like that. Gary Wood, he's a Mormon, so I found out, and he's selling the products to his Mormon community. I've got somebody at the moment who messaged me every couple of days asking me if he's going to get prosecuted, and they theoretically were married to his daughter, so I get all the first-hand knowledge a lot of the time. I always want more. Mars Honda Henderson, we did a whole video on her yesterday. She normally kicks me out. But you can see the difference is waiting for host to start the meeting. That means that they're not attending the meetings. But all I'm doing is going through here, looking for the words, waiting for a host to start the meeting. And then the meeting will get primed. They'll have 300 or 400 people in one of these meetings. And then they will gaslight them about if they don't hurry up and invest in an opportunity, they will lose everything, which is a hard case. But yeah, I haven't got much for you at the moment, and we are live, and it is Saturday morning here in New Zealand, 8:15 in the morning to be exact. So we're just going to keep watching Pocket Watcher, which featured the show yesterday, which is fantastic, and also did a fantastic job at you know, exposing these guys. If you're not familiar with me and what I do, I've got a website called dehek.com. On there, you can support us if you want, but I'm not doing it for the money, but it does help. That's me and my channel. I'm a big blogger, so I normally write up blogs about scams. So the first 3 blogs at the top, one is about my journey as a YouTuber and how I battle with YouTube and all the other platforms all day long to keep my content online. I've got the official Avenger name and shame list, and if you search for your name on the internet, you'll probably find it be connected to this blog. It's full of names, and then also, more importantly, how to report crypto crimes to your country. There's a whole Susie, who's in the chat room, is normally got us all these links to all these places you can report these crimes to. And here is some upcoming videos that I'm about to do on notorious scammers, and some of them have already been done. But I usually give a full breakdown on the scammer. So let's just use Yvonne Henry, which I'll just open that in the background. And this guy, Anthony de I can't even say his name. It's quite a common occurrence.
Anthony de Loach.
Anthony de Loach. You'll go to his YouTube channel and you'll find that he's telling people that he lost 12K in a passive income opportunity. But in the video, then he'll teach you about 3 or 4 other programs. So I'm going to do a video about him coming up. May Summervu, she was the right-hand man to Sam Lee. Even this one here is the most breathtaking one. Stephen Colwyn, if I'm saying that correctly. We actually went into his Telegram group, downloaded 51 voice recordings, and we've put them all together. But he's since deleted 300 YouTube videos in his YouTube channel and also his Telegram group, trying to hide. We've also reported him to the Canada law enforcement. He claims that he's been in contact with them as well to intercept my complaints to prove that he's not doing anything wrong. But in here, we actually have 51 video recordings. So I've got a placeholder for this broadcast, but I know when it goes live, he'll report it to YouTube, and YouTube AI bot systems will probably block it in Canada, which I've already done to one of our comments. So I've put the whole video onto Rumble. Now, the only problem when you've got things on Rumble, as you'll see, is it will actually, you'll have to watch their adverts, which is the pain in the bum. But if you want to go through that task, you can actually listen to 51 recordings of him suggesting that people give him 50 grand and he'll pass it on to his cousin. His cousin will invest that money for you. And then when you want the money back, you go back to Steve and he'll give it back to you. But what I've done is I've done a complete breakdown of all the recordings and mentioned all the recordings and the names of the Ponzi schemes and scams that he's been promoting, because he's forgot to remove the recordings. OatSmart he's promoting, Asset Bridge, he's just a mongrel. And so we've gone down and we've gone through and time-stamped all these. So when that video goes live on YouTube, it will probably only have a lifespan of about 48 hours, but I'll probably produce a podcast, and I won't play all the videos, but I will play a majority of them. And then other people is Yvonne Henry. Well, she was called the Anzac Whalers. Since we've got a video here of her helping this couple invest $102,000 into We Are All Satoshi and Sam Lee. She would have got $20,000 of that money as they did that. But the video was a secret video. And, this is the video here.
This message recorded.
A witness. Okay.
So that couple there had lost $102,000. Now, in the video description, we've actually got their LinkedIn profiles of the couple, and they don't want to talk to me. So we've got their, and that's the couple. I think we've got him as well, Paul. So maybe Paul, and maybe Veal, whatever her name is. But here's a video of Sam Lee taking ownership of $102,000.
Just do
And he's doing it all on a piece of paper, what they call a promissory note. And he's making a joke of it. And at the end of it, he holds up the piece of paper.
Okay.
You could take a screenshot of it, Sam, and a photo, and send it to me, and I'll send it to Billy or something. Or you can send it to Billy, something like that. There it is there.
So there's the promissory note where Sam Lee has taken $102,000 off this couple. Now, this video was private. So Yvonne was on a Zoom meeting and she's flipping through her browsers, and we managed to actually see the number of the YouTube video, and I typed it in, and I was the very first person to look at it. So I've grabbed it, downloaded it, and documented it, and kept it safe, put it on the internet, even gone to ASIC in Australia, which is their financial regulator, and reported them as fraud and Sam Lee, because Sam Lee's left Australia with $58 million with Ryan Jew. Nothing has happened. So, that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to, show how bad this lady is and what she's all about. So you can subscribe to those YouTube videos and the like, and, and it's just appalling what's happening at the moment. Anyway, we'll keep listening to Pocket PC, who's now got 475 likes, and he's had nearly 6,000 people have viewed it. Absolutely awesome. Well done. So that's great. And he was exposing Mars Honda Henderson, which is really cool. So we're going to go back to listening to him, and then we will go back and keep seeing if we can find a live Zoom meeting. Not had much luck today. Fishing's not very good today. Maybe all the scammers are on holiday. There's something happening in Dubai I don't know about.
Thousands of dollars, or lost thousands of dollars to YTB through this venture.
Jim O'Brien says the YTB...
Just turn that music off for a second. I don't go well with music.
Don't believe the hype.
You get caught up in the wake of the enthusiasm of everybody else, without really thinking about things. So it becomes an emotional decision rather than a logical one.
Phil Schumann, Fox 11 News.
Wow.
All right, so that was Your Travel Business. I believe that's one of the earliest multi-level marketing companies that David Imonitie was a part of, right? But it wasn't the last one, clearly. Wasn't the last one. David also did this other company called Organic Gold. This was a multi-level marketing company that apparently was going to make you rich.
Yeah, I remember this one because I had people asking me to set up websites so they could sell their boxes of coffee, and it was just ridiculous. Brenda Chunga was actually originally promoting this coffee gold as well.
Because they had the best coffee in the world. I've never heard of anyone drinking this coffee in my life, ever. And he's no longer a part of the company. I'm sure he made a lot of money bringing in people underneath him to Organic Gold, but clearly Organic Gold was not the ultimate rain-making company that he proclaimed it to be, because he hopped to another company. Now, one of the newer companies that he hopped to was the Forex trading multi-level marketing company. We went deeper into that last week, but I'm just trying to catch you up. He was in this company as well. I don't think he's with the company anymore. It's kind of a trend. He's not with the company anymore, but when he was pushing it very, very hard. So those are just a few of the multi-level marketing companies that this man was involved with, right? Just a couple of them. Now, when we take a look at, he was in this company as well. I don't think he's right. His student, his mentee, now we have a bit of a connection, because one of you pocket watchers, hit me up and said, hey, you got to look into Justin Owens. He does the exact same thing that David does. He's a student. I said, okay, what else? He said, not only is he a student of David, but he's also in a group with him 500. They call themselves the Circle of CEOs. I said, hold on. Are you telling me that Justin Owens, a man that consistently hops from multi-level marketing company to multi-level marketing company, he's also associated with him 500? See, I was taught that birds of a feather flock together. So now I'm seeing a bunch of red flags. I'm seeing multi-level marketing companies. I'm seeing him 500 and other people. So I said, okay, I think it's time for the pocket watcher to do his notes. It's time for me to roll my sleeves up and do a little investigation on what's going on. So I see the Run the Play podcast with Justin, and I see that Justin Justin used to be a part of a multi-level marketing company called Wake Up Now. Now listen, if you have never heard of Wake Up Now, God bless you. God bless you. You are a lucky individual, because Wake Up Now was one of the most annoying multi-level marketing groups ever. Now, to be very clear, every single one of you guys and girls who push multi-level marketing companies online, you are the most annoying people on the internet.
So well said.
It wasn't until like the crypto bros and the crypto girls kind of popped in where you have somewhat of a rival, but still, all multi-level marketing people, you are the most annoying people online. But the people in Wake Up Now, you guys were special. You guys were worse than all the others, right? So if you've never heard of them before, we got to take a look at them, because Wake Up Now was a situation. Okay, Wake Up Now was something different.
Oh, I don't like that music. Even though we face the difficult times of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Martin Luther King. Rooted in the America dream.
For others, we have been in debt.
I don't like these music ones because I get strikes for coffee. So we'll just bypass that. Here we go.
The Tijuana Jackson, he's in the building. Clearly they were tone deaf on that, but Wake Up Now, see, they didn't simply use dead civil rights leaders to push their multi-level marketing scheme. No. See, they're special. They used dead civil rights leaders, and they also used D-list rappers. Now, I hate to say D-list rappers because, during the early 2000s, this particular rapper was like one of my top 10 rappers to hear from. But, at the time, he was a D-list rapper. And here he is.
So what is Wake Up Now? Saving money, managing money, making money. Who doesn't want to do that? Every day on our day-to-day basis, we spread the word about clothing lines. We spread the word about...
All right, so for the uninitiated, I just want to be clear. For the uninitiated, those who are unaware, this is Juelz Santana, okay? Juelz Santana, one of the three-headed monster when it came to Dipset. In the early 2000s, Dipset was one of the biggest rap groups in the world, all right? It had Cameron, Jim Jones, and Santana. There was other people, but these were the top three. And I'm telling you, he had bars. I just want to be clear. No disrespect on him. Juelz Santana had bars. But at the time he was pushing Wake Up Now, he wasn't on his A game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm...
What's happened? Hello?
Drinks.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? We spread the word about whatever it is, the next best thing that's coming, or the next good thing that's out there, whatever it is, we
just hear that music in the background. I'm just going to have to cut all that out anyway, so I might as well get past it, unfortunately. Let's carry on.
That's probably one of the earliest multi-level marketing schemes that your boy Justin Owens was a part of. But it wasn't the last. Of course, it's never the last. He was also a part of one called Nove. I think it's pronounced Nove. I wasn't super familiar with this one. This particular company, I believe he was like a co-founder in, right? He co-founded it, but then there was a breakup. There's a lawsuit. We'll move on from this one. Then, of course, he was also in I Am Academy, right? He was in I Am Academy, same as David. But tonight I want to focus on the newest one, right? The newest one that I've seen your boy Justin is a part of. This company, this Go E1U Life. Now, I don't know how, right? I don't know how they come up with the names of these companies. These are like the dumbest names ever. But
Well, I don't want to
This company is
demonetize the
called
video.
Go
No.
E1U
I just don't like the red on my videos.
Life. All right. Now,
Where's this
I was
video?
trying to figure out what this company was because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in my timeline or anything. But I want to show you guys a video, right? I want to show you guys a video that popped up when
gonna have music in
plug
it.
in the information of Go E1U Life. This is what pops up when you try to do some research on who they are.
Music.
It's 2025. The economy is changing fast and people are losing jobs to automation. Small businesses are struggling to keep up, but that's where we come in. At Go E1U Life, we're putting the power of artificial intelligence into the hands of real
And this
people,
is their product
the
that
ones
they
who
sell.
would otherwise
It's
would
ridiculous.
potentially
There
be
is no
replaced.
product. It's just a
We
load of
believe
bullshit.
in one simple truth. People should be placed where technology is weak, and technology should be placed where people struggle. That's how businesses
Sounds
grow,
like a
and
good-
that's how
good
individuals
theory.
succeed. Go E1U Life gives everyday people and business owners the tools they need to automate, engage, and grow without hiring expensive teams, without wasting time, and without losing out to corporations with bigger budgets. And here's the best part. Not only do these tools work for you, but they also give you a way to earn real Bitcoin instantly.
Wow.
Direct to your wallet.
Somebody said Bitcoin?
Most people think AI is just a buzzword. But here at Go E1U Life, we've been using real AI automation for years. This isn't theory. This isn't some experiment. Our AI is already helping real people every single day. Churches use it to
Every
keep
single
members
day.
engaged and increase attendance. Real estate agents use it to follow up with buyers and sellers automatically. Businesses use it to connect with leads, answer questions, and close deals 24/7. The way we use artificial intelligence, it doesn't replace people. It fills in the gaps where people struggle, whether that's following up, responding fast enough, or reaching the right audience. With Go E1U Life, you can use AI to grow any business. Or if you don't have a business yet, you can earn just by sharing this system with others. Let's talk about what makes this different. At Go E1U Life, you don't have to buy and hope. You don't.
Now, I want you guys to pay attention to a certain thing. This is a company that is proclaiming, they are saying that they are masters at AI, right?
Yeah.
So
This
much
is a really
so,
good point, this
right?
one.
To the extent of not only do they have AI for their own business infrastructure, no profit, they provide AI services to other businesses. This is supposed to be the business model. But you can clearly tell that this video is done by AI. And the AI voice is pronouncing the word and the term, the name of the company incorrectly.
Yeah, I love that.
Let this sink in. Like, I cannot be the only person getting this. This is a company that is supposed to be the AI specialist, that they have AI for themselves and they provide AI services for other businesses. In the video, to promote that, it's an AI video. But the AI is pronouncing the name of the company incorrectly. Red flag. That's all I got to say.
Red flag everywhere.
It seems to be
Red flag alert.
a red flag.
You don't have to invest and wait. You earn Bitcoin instantly, straight to your wallet. Don't just take our word for it. Here's what real users are saying about Go E1U Life.
I'm Jeanette Little. I just recently joined E1U Life on February the 7th, 2025. I joined because of their awesome AI marketing system.
This is ridiculous, this stuff.
To grow your business, and the fact that you can earn daily Bitcoin direct to your wallet. I look forward to being with this company a very long time because I've already earned over $12,000.
Please create me a super high resolution, super realistic.
Company was
Doing some
the
other work
fact
in the
that they
background,
have
guys?
a product tool suite that I can use to grow and scale my business. The game changer was the fact that they also have AI which means that I can now have a 24-hour day, 365 days a year, personal assistant to do all the follow-up, all the telling and selling for me. And I've been in now under 2 weeks, and my very first week, I've already earned $19,000.
Sure you have, love.
$50 in Bitcoin straight to my wallet.
Hello, my name is Levi Williams Jr. I'm here in North Carolina, and I'm a full-time life insurance agent, but I'm also part of E1U Life. And I've been part of E1U Life for a little over a week. And while I was hospitalized, within my first 5 days, I made $2,000 with E1U Life. I'm going to personally be using my E1U Life business to help markets.
I love it how they call it a business and they're just an affiliate.
Insurance services.
Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Steve Branch out of North
This one's a
Chesterfield,
crack
Virginia.
up when he breaks down this
platform
guy.
came across my desk less than a week ago with AI technology and Bitcoin. So the AI technology is the product that'll market any two businesses that anyone have. In less than a week, I've already received over $10,000 in Bitcoin in my crypto wallet. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. God bless.
I'm Nikki Pink Goddess. I want to thank you, and I just wanted to stop by
let's have
and
a wee
do
look to
this
see if
really
there's
quick
any.
video to let you guys know that I just partnered with Go E1U Life on February 9th, and in my first week, I was able to generate $5,250. That's just freaking incredible, right?
There's no meetings on at the moment.
I want you to understand these numbers, right? Just think about it. Understand these numbers. The entry level price is $25. We're going to get back to that in a minute. I just want to remind you, in order to join this company, it cost $25. $25. Let that sink in.
$25. How do they get so much money?
It works on a 2x3 structured board system. Every time a payline position is filled, the person at the top gets paid. Each board pays out 7 times per cycle, with the 8th payment automatically opening a new board for you.
How does that math work? Like look at
Jason uses
everyone
logic.
below Gloria. Gloria's on the top of the pyramid. Gloria's on top of the pyramid. Everyone below Gloria somehow is sending up $1,000. How?
I've decided to sacrifice this video, not sacrifice, use this video because I want to promote Jason. It's done it quite wrong, but this is the photo that I've managed to grab. So if you have a look at this photo, I've got a photo of him I found on the internet, right? Where did it? Yeah, that's the original photo, right? And that is actually the real photo of Jason. And then I'm going to make up a thumbnail. So that's probably the best one of him. And then I've asked it to do one at a better angle so I can fit it in there. But it's changed a little bit, but they've also changed the name on the computer. So I'm going to ask it to redo it. But I'll show you, it's quite clever actually. This image is awesome. However, the name on the computer is spelt incorrectly. It should be. If we could also make sure we don't cut off any of his shoulders. Oh, no, I'll just do that. It should be. So then I can come across here and it will now build me. And this is just using ChatGPT. It's bloody amazing what you can do at the moment. But what I'm doing with it is I'm going to create a thumbnail. So I create thumbnails exposing scammers. But for this video, I'm going to make it all about the video that Jason did. And I've written a description, and then in here I will grab a thumbnail and I'll put his image in the background like I have with these ones. But obviously I'm not going to say scam, but I'm going to say I have to come up with some words. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So if we can see. So when I searched for Jason, I found some photos of him. He's done very well for himself, hasn't he? So I'll get rid of that. We'll go back to here, and now it should build this image. You can be the first to see it. But this is what it like. It takes sometimes it can take a good couple of minutes. But all I do is I drag in an existing image, and I tell it to make me a super realistic likeness of it. So that's not too bad. That's sort of not quite the same as him, but it's pretty much on the money. And hopefully the laptop that we'll see will have his name spelt right. And it's got it right. Isn't that cool? So now I can double click on that, drag that onto my desktop, go over to here, and then drag that back. And then I can tell ChatGPT to remove the background. Sorry, to tell Canva to remove the background, put a shadow on the background and make it look good. And then I can basically make him about that big here. And then I'll put him, what we'll do is we'll make me come forward, front, and then we will go pocket watching with JC. Hold it, just grabbing some words. And then I'll put that in there. I might put, I might just grab his name from here. Oop, we're stuffing up now. What's happening here? There it is. And we'll grab his name back here. We're losing our way now. And then that one, I'll just get rid of that link. There we go. Oh, didn't do it, did it? Edit link, delete link. That should be it. Right, so now we've got to somehow make him a bit smaller so we get to see his name. There it is. And maybe I can make me a bit smaller. Actually, that'd be a good idea. And then we'll go back and get his name from the video. If I go back to here, Jason, things you're doing. I'm killing time while we're waiting for Zoom meetings to start. And there we go. That's the one I want there. I'll drag that onto a desktop. We'll go back to here. Hopefully we can bring him up here. And then we can tell it to remove the background. Good enough. And we'll put his name up there. And we'll make that a bit bigger. That's cool. And then because I can, we do this right, we can actually now play around with the colors. And we can tell that color there to be red. And we could make it a nice dark red, get the light color. And now we go red. And that's not going to work. So we need to probably go something like that. But that's not very good, is it? Maybe we can pick out the blues in a shirt, which would be quite nice. Blue. That's all right. And then I'll go back and get the other blue, which is nearly black. Go blue for a start. Oh my goodness, I think I just killed it. I did. Oh, we'll go back. Back. This is what we do all day long, in case you're wondering. Oh, yeah, maybe do that for a change. Maybe that could be more blue. Blue, how do we do? So that's blue, and that's navy. And then we go more blue, more blue. Is that going to make a difference? Don't think it really is. It's black, blue, 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 blue. Maybe blue, and then the grey. We'll go a bit darker. There we go. That makes them look pretty good. So now we just need to explain. We need to come up with an image which we'll find in the not too distant future. So what we're doing here is we're going to make a video about him, but we actually got 120 Zoom meetings open, and I'm hoping there's going to be a live Zoom meeting. And so far I've been sitting here for an hour and nothing's happened. So what we're doing is we're playing a video of Jason, who was talking about E1U Life. yesterday, and we're basically listening to his video while we're waiting. So in the meantime, because the majority of this video is actually about Jason, I've decided to make a thumbnail with Jason on it, but I don't want to label him as a scammer, so I'm going to have to create a he's a good guy video. But anyway, let's carry on listening to Jason and his breakdown, because this explanation of how this pyramid works is absolutely fantastic, and it's really good of you listening. And what we'll do is we'll make him full screen, and let's see what we can do.
Entry level is $25.
Oops.
Board pays out 7 times per cycle, with the 8th payment automatically opening a new board for you, so you never have to repurchase a position. Once you own a board, it keeps cycling. You never pay for it again. Let's break it down. The $25 board pays you 7 payments of $25, earning you $175. The $100 board pays $700 per cycle. The $500 board earns you $3,500. The $1,000 board pays out $7,000.
Okay. So my bad. They were giving us the example of the biggest board, the $1,000 board. But okay, all right. So I'm supposed to get all these people. Let's run it back. I'm supposed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm supposed to get 14 people. All right. I'm supposed to get 14 people to give me $1,000. For what? And then what's the split between the All right, people. All right, maybe I'm missing something.
Pay for it again. Let's break it down. The $25 board pays you 7 payments of $25, earning you $175. The $100 board pays $700 per cycle. The $500 board earns you $3,500. The $1,000 board pays out $7,000. The $4,000 board.
Oh my God!
All right. So it's a 50-50
this goes on.
split.
I've watched this twice already.
I'm starting,
but it's very,
I'm
very
starting
good.
to get it now. It's a 50-50 split. I get 14 people. 14 people to give me $1,000. That's $14,000. I get to keep 7. The company takes the other 7. Okay. All right, and apparently there's a $4,000 board as well.
Board pays $28,000, and the $8,000 board brings in $56,000 again and again. You don't have to recruit to earn. The system fills boards as new members join, but if you do share it with others, you cycle through boards faster and earn more often.
Oh,
Getting
excellent.
started takes just a few steps. Create your free account. Add your Bitcoin wallet. This is where your earnings are sent instantly.
And right there, that's another red flag.
Yep.
Why, sir?
Crypto?
Why do I have to pay you in Bitcoin? Why is Bitcoin the preferred method of exchange between you and I? Why could it not simply be USD? Why do you prefer for me to pay you in crypto?
Activate the $25 board first. Packages must be purchased in order, so as you cycle, you can upgrade using what you earn. That's it. No waiting, no delays. Once you activate, you're in position to start earning Bitcoin right away.
Ooh, love that
and here's
Bitcoin,
the bonus. You're not just earning, you're also getting access to real AI-powered tools that can help you grow any business, any brand, or anything else you want to promote. Go E1U Life.
They never
isn't
talk
just
about the
another
product,
program.
really, eh?
It's built for real people, for the
Real
ones who
people.
want to
They're
take
like
control of
royalty-free
their
people to me.
income, their business, and their future. The technology is here. The opportunity is real. And everything you need is waiting for you. So don't waste another minute. Click the button, sign up, and activate your first board today. Let's get you earning now.
All right. So listen, I'm gonna need you guys. I'm gonna need you guys to just give me a little time, because about 2 hours ago, the Pocket Watcher went down the MLM rabbit hole. Okay, it took me some time to climb out and make my notes. I tried to make my notes as concise as possible. But just bear with me. I need you to bear with me. Now, what are we talking about here? Okay. We have Go E1U Life. All right. In this video, we had an elderly woman claim that she made $12,000 in 10 days. Okay. Another woman claimed she made almost $20,000 in a week, her very first week. Then there was another man who claimed that he was hospitalized. He was laid up.
Couldn't do anything.
He wasn't even 100%. The man was bedridden.
Woo.
And he claimed he made $2,000 in that condition. Okay. All right.
It's good, man. This one gets
then
better.
This guy claimed that he made over $10,000. I believe he said in a week. Now, this guy claims that his name is Dr. Stephen K. Branch.
This is good.
If you are new to Pocket Watching with JT, you may not be aware, I am very skeptical when online multi-level marketing fake guru grifters use the term doctor before their name. The reason why I'm skeptical is because every time I look into their doctorate, it's always fake. I don't know why. I'm not rigging the system. But every time I see a Negro who introduces himself as Dr. So-and-so, and then he proceeds to give you financial advice and sell you on this, sell you on that, the Negro
Funny, I don't hear people calling Negroes
So,
much. That's so funny that he
being
said
the
that.
petty person that I am, I had to look into this fella. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to look into this fella. And I found him on LinkedIn. Once again, proclaiming that he has a doctorate degree. Now, I know he's not an MD. Let's be clear about this. He's not an MD, but I'm assuming he's some kind of PhD. Okay. He's some kind of PhD. So I said, okay, he has his PhD. The question is, what did he get his PhD in? Now, if you go to his LinkedIn, you don't get a whole lot of information. It doesn't talk about the school that he went to, none of that. So the Pocket Watcher had to dig. I had to dig a little deeper. I was able to find him on Facebook because you know old Negroes love Facebook. Listen, your uncle, all that out there. Listen. Your uncle is out there somewhere on Facebook DMing some young lady. I can tell you that right now. Your single uncle, he's on Facebook. So he's on Facebook too. And I was able to see right there, I was able to see the school that he earned his doctorate in divinity in. And the name of the school is Brighter Learning Bible Institute International Seminary. It's a mouthful. Brighter Learning Bible Institute International Seminary is where he earned his doctorate in divinity. But that's not it. That's not it. He also earned a doctorate in counseling and communication from the same institution. That's not it.
Wait, there's more.
He also earned another doctorate.
This is brilliant. I love the
humanity
fact that he's found this.
From the same institution. All right, from the same institution. Now, when I Googled this organization, this institution, when I Googled it, I could not find a website. Red flag. Red flag. There was no, I couldn't find a website. No website at all. But what I did find, I was able to find a Facebook page. Once again, old Negroes love Facebook. And this particular old Negro is the dean of the college, right? This particular old Negro that you see on the screen He is the dean of this college that this guy got all of his doctorate education, because he's got like 3 doctorates. He's got like 3 doctorates. I don't know how a man finds time to get 3 doctorates, but congratulations, you got 3 doctorates. Let's keep it moving. Now, I went to where I always go when I find a school that is passing out doctorate degrees to Negroes selling stuff online. I simply go to the Department of Education. They have a database of accredited institutions. All you have to do is type the name of that institution into the database to see if it's accredited or not. So I typed the name in. I clicked enter, and it looks like it's not accredited. Okay. So why did you do this, JT? The reason why I did this is, once again, if a Negro introduces himself as Dr. this or Dr. that, and they're not an MD, right? They're not a medical doctor, and then they start trying to sell you on something financial or some sort of investment, just by default, assume that the doctorate degree is fake. Just assume that. Make them prove to you that they actually got the doctorate degree from an accredited university. Right? Just make them prove it to you. Don't assume, make them prove it. All right, so I had to look into this guy a little deeper, because once
Excellence
will always tell on themselves in Facebook, right? On Facebook, they will tell on themselves. Now, I want you to notice something. You see this Negro back in 2008, he's holding up a check.
Yeah. Okay, JB.
Okay? He's holding up a check. Now, this check is for $250,000.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, you can't really see who the check is from, because this other guy's hand is kind of covering up the name of the company. Right there. You can't tell exactly what the company is. You see him and his partner. You got Steve Branch and TV Wilson. They got $250,000 from some mysterious company you can't tell. But if you were watching the live stream from the beginning, if you watched us from the beginning, then you should know what this company is. You should know, because that logo should be familiar to you, because that logo is your travel biz.
Sorry.
I just want to show you how all the conspiracy
Great investigation, man.
lines are starting to connect, right? Everything is just starting to connect with each other, and it's blowing my mind. So this guy who's talking about how he made so much money with this new cryptocurrency, with this new crypto business, AI, whatever they're calling it, Go E1U Live, whatever. He was a part of the other multi-level marketing company that got investigated for being a scam way back in the day. Not only did I discover this, I also discovered this picture. What do we see here? We just see 3 Negroes hanging out in a closet, smiling and grinning at each other. But the Negro in the middle should also look familiar to you. The Negro in the middle is David Imonitie.
God, he's hard, guys. Oh, he's funny. I love it.
The guy that we talked about last week and earlier in this show, there's Dave. Dave right there is in the middle. So you can kind of see how they're all somewhat connected together. They're all swimming in the same pool. Yeah. Right? They're all swimming in the same pool. So now I have to ask the question, what is Go E1U Life? Who owns this company?
Yeah.
Who's the boss? Right? Who's the boss? I gotta know.
I do love
you
this
gotta
guy.
tell me. Who's heading up this miracle business where you can join for $25, and then all of a sudden, after you bring in your brother, your cousin, your sister, her dog, you're making tens of thousands of dollars every week, right? Who's running this company? Now, at this time, I got to give a big shout out to a friend of the show, right? Big shout out to a friend of the show. We have the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. He's been on my show a few times, all right? And just earlier today, I went over to his live stream.
Thank you for coming.
But I got to give a shout out to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger because he did a lot of research on this for me. He already did a video a while ago, about a month ago. He did a video, and based off his research, I was able to discover who owns this company, who's the boss, who the pappy,
He's the man.
who's in charge of all this, and why are they targeting the Black community? It seems as if it's a little weird. Seems a little weird to me. So shouts out to the
I gotta get a shorter name.
Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Go over and check out his videos.
Thanks, mate.
He's in the chat. He's with us tonight.
Certainly were.
Shouts out to him. So we get to discover who owns this company. And the person who claims to own this company, his name is David Golden.
Check out his hair, man.
Remember that last name, Golden. His name is David Golden. And David Golden, he studied accounting in college. I believe he went to Florida Atlantic University, and he studied accounting. All right. Now, my question is, how did he end up going from a man who, went to college, studied accounting, to starting this business? How do we get there? And there's something about that last name, Golden, that sounds very familiar. We're going to get to it. But just remember that last name.
It's the breakdown he gives of this is
David
so good.
happens to be the son of this man,
Boom.
Dwayne Golden. Now I know I got my tinfoil hat on right now. I know. Some of you might say, JT, you may be reaching. JT, you may be reaching.
He's not though.
But this man, David Golden, he is apparently the son of a man named Dwayne Golden. Now,
just going to show you something real time. This is I've just been working on. I think oops, hold up, click the wrong buttons now. That was me. I was going to use that photo. If you haven't discovered that ChatGPT can produce really, really cool photos. So I've got, this is a photo of me wearing my t-shirt, and I've basically uploaded this photo here, and that's what's been produced. But that's not everything, guys. So then what I've done with that is I've created a thumbnail for the video that we're watching right now. You can see I've done the same with Jason. I've created a photo from a photo of his, me being grumpy, Go E1U Life, and the scam picture, and also given Jason 5 stars. So from all that there, we have gone to creating a thumbnail and a description of this very video that you're watching right now. So if you did go into the live and you'll see the scam picture talking about him right there, but if you go into the description of the video that you are watching at the moment, you can see that I've actually put a link to the video of Jason's, and that will take you to the very video. So if you want to watch this in its entirety, I'm not going to play the whole video, but I've actually dedicated this live to Jason and his work. And we do value when you click that button. See this button here? Click the up arrow. It keeps these videos like my channel has been attacked at the moment. I don't get much traction. But Jason, though, that video so far has had about 6,000 likes. And thanks for the like, JB. I just saw that coming up on the screen. But if you watch this in real time, we can have these buttons go up. You watch. Let's see. If anyone going to hit the thumbs up, it will go up in real time. It should do anyway. Put it in the center of the screen. And it's a good chance while we're waiting for that to happen is to click the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it. And you watch, it will go for 7 in a minute. Come on, hit that like button. be the person that makes it go up and down in real time. And then we go to Windows. We'll clean your window while you're waiting. And she will disappear. No one's going to hit the like button. And now it takes about 30 seconds because I'm 30 seconds in front of you. And then also, if you'd like, I can give you a round of applause before you do it. What else can we do that's quite exciting? We can have a dragon run over the screen. Look at that dragon, pretty vicious. Yep, everyone's got a dragon on their screen. I can give you some money. I'll just back up the truck while you're waiting. Get rid of that there. Looks like no one's going to do it, but that's just fine. But anyway, that's okay. I'll get therapy. Anyway, I think it's a great thumbnail, and I'm glad that we're doing this live, and we'll go back to watching the actual live of him. I'll keep hunting for live Zoom meetings.
Who is the...
I just shut that down, didn't I? I did. Can I do undo? No, I didn't. What a scream. I just shut him down. 1 minute, please, caller. Avengers, Pocket Watcher, live, and back.
Been no profit. I mean, there's a product or service has been sold in this entire example.
Oh,
this is just money being transferred from the bottom. Has been featured on this of David's father on him.
I think we're about there, weren't we? Sorry.
Golden.
Right. Where were we?
Dwayne Golden is the brother of a very well-known mentor to a lot of fake gurus, Myron Golden. Come on now. Come on now. I got my tinfoil hat on. I'm in full pocket watcher conspiracy theory mode. Listen to me now. Listen to me.
I love this.
Myron Golden is the brother of Dwayne. Dwayne Golden is the father of David. All right. All right. Myron Golden is the mentor to him 500. He's the mentor of Wall Street Trapper. He's the mentor of Justin Owens. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Who else? What else has his brother done? Well, apparently, Dwayne Golden was charged by the CFTC for operating a $44 million Bitcoin Ponzi scheme.
Really?
Oh no, listen. I could not make this up. It wouldn't be, listen, I wish I was able to write a story that would be as entertaining as this is. Follow me now. Follow me. We have David Golden, the nephew of Myron, the son of Dwayne. Back in 2022, Dwayne was charged by the CFTC for running and operating a $44 million Bitcoin Ponzi scheme. Now, I want to be clear. The CFTC can only hit you with civil charges. What does that mean? Civil charges mean they can only hit you and sue you for money. They can hit you with a fine. They can make you pay money. They don't put handcuffs around your wrist. All right? CFTC charging him with running a $44 million Bitcoin Ponzi scheme. They can't put you in jail. You want to know who can put you in jail? Well, the Department of Justice. See, the Department of Justice, they can put you in jail. And the Department of Justice, the DOJ, they hit him with fraud charges for the same
fraud charges.
So it looks like David is the owner, so-called, the owner of this new crypto reward AI business, while his father, right? His father is hit with both civil charges and criminal charges for running a $40+ million fraud using cryptocurrency. Now, what happened? This was back in 2022. 2022, what happened? Did he get off? What happened? He must have got a great attorney, right? He's sitting home free right now. Well, according to news reports, Dwayne Golden pled guilty to the fraud charges last year, 2024. Uh-oh. Something don't sound right.
Oh my God, he's funny.
So we have a man, David Owens.
He did do a great
David
job.
Golden. David Golden, his father, just pled guilty to running a cryptocurrency fraud of over $40 million.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to be locked up behind bars in federal prison for running a Ponzi scheme. He admitted to running a Ponzi scheme.
A Ponzi scheme.
But some of you may say, well, JT, you cannot put the criminal acts of David's father
that's true.
on him. Maybe David had no idea what his daddy was doing. That is a possibility.
It is.
That is a possibility. David could be an entrepreneur who just happened to start a business very similar to the businesses that his father started. The very same businesses that his father pled guilty to running a cryptocurrency multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme. Maybe it's just a coincidence that they're in the same industry doing the same thing. While their father admitted to running a Ponzi scheme, the son, his hands are clean. All right. All right. Well, here's the issue. You got David right there. You got Dwayne right there. But when you go to David's LinkedIn, David LinkedIn says that he worked for his father's companies. It shows that he was the bookkeeper for one of his father's companies. It shows that he was the accounting analyst for one of his father's companies. So he had to know something. He was running the numbers, right? If you're the bookkeeper, that means you have to have some sort of good understanding of how the numbers are going, okay? So clearly, he knew something.
Yeah. And it's good that Pocket
So here we have
Watcher
David
actually uses logic in his arguments, because a lot of people say you
and
want
the uncle
solid
slash
evidence,
brother,
but you've got to use
Myron
logic
Golden,
as well.
right? They're all wrapped up together in this family tree, who all have connections to fake gurus who target the Black community. If you would like a more in-depth researched video when it comes to who Myron
And I watched
Golden
this video
is,
last night,
I'm recommending
and it's
that
very,
you go
very,
check
very
out
good.
another friend of the channel, Cam James. Go check out Cam James. He did a way more in-depth look into who Myron Golden is.
And what I will do,
now you
actually,
know
I'll
who
edit
Myron
this
Golden's
description of the
brother
video, and
is,
I'll include
Dwayne,
that video as
and
well.
who his nephew is. His nephew is now the
let's
CEO in charge of this new company, Go E1U Life, that is supposed to be making people all this money. All this money. Now, guess who else? Guess who else happens
there's
to be
more.
a member of CEO in charge?
So I'll go find that video and I'll add that in there too.
This up. God always gives me gifts and he wraps them so well.
Yep.
This man that we have on the screen has been featured on this channel several times. He is the owner and the operator of the podcast Social Proof. His name is David Shands. Now, in the past, David Shands has come across my radar because he has interviewed and even promoted many people who, when I react to their video, I can clearly point out fraudulent things that they are promoting. And, you know, we had a little bit of a back and forth in comments before, but to be honest, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. David has been really nothing but a gentleman towards me. No name calling, no acting crazy. No, he did kind of call me Arthur, but that listen, the Arthur thing, that's not that big. I'm gonna let that slide. You know, I'm gonna let that slide. But in general, David is an absolute gentleman. Absolute gentleman. Other people who I featured on this channel, they're a little different. But David, he's an A1 gentleman. The only issue that I have with David is that he's so naive. Okay? David is so naive. Everything sounds good to David. Okay? Everything sounds good to David. David, in this particular video, right? The video that you see on the screen, David talks about how he entered into the Caribbean susus. Do y'all remember the susus, the blessing boards that were going on during the pandemic, where you put in $1,000, you get other people to put in $1,000, and then you get like $7,000 back. Do anyone remember the blessing looms? Well, in this interview, David talks about how he didn't do the blessing loom once.
So the link to that video where you can read up all about the Golden Man, the Golden Gospel Man, is in the description of this video you're watching. So you'll find that under related links and resources.
He didn't do the blessing loom twice. He did the blessing loom 3 times. Each time he was expecting to get paid out. Once again, David is a gentleman. David is a very nice individual, but I believe that David is so nice that these guys take advantage of him. Okay, I'll put it that way. I think David is so nice, these guys take advantage of him. So David is actually a member of the Go E1U Life family. He's making money. He's making money with this multi-level marketing, cryptocurrency payout thing, even though the man that's sitting right next to him, David Golden, are you aware that his father just pled guilty to running a $40+ million Ponzi scheme? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because see, David Shands, he's in the family. David Shands is a mentee of this guy's uncle, Myron Golden. So, you know, it's just hilarious that he got caught up with that. So, listen, we're going to do a couple of things now. I've been going for about an hour. This is what we're going to do. We, as a group, we are going to react to a presentation for this company. Then I'm going to put the link in the chat, and I will allow anybody to call in and let me know what you think about this situation. If David's watching, if Justin's watching, if Myron's watching, whoever, if you're watching and I got something wrong, then please, I'm going to give you this opportunity to correct me. I'm going to give you this opportunity to correct me. But as of right now, all the dots are connected. And it's not looking good for you. That's all I'm saying. It's not looking very good for you. So let's take a look at the presentation of this company that apparently you can make thousands and thousands of dollars in, even though the man who claimed he owns this company just happens to be the son of a man who pled guilty to running a Ponzi scheme. All right, let's see what's going on.
It's going to be really important as we continue to do this is
Stop there for a sec. I just stumbled across this video. Seeing Bob's in the chat room at the moment. This guy here is a guy that's telling you this is what some people claim that you can do.
This right here, we're going to talk about this real quick, because these are areas that everybody in business needs. And again, like I said, absolutely zero recruiting required. This is not about you building a team. This is about you helping business people and business owners. The first thing we're going to be able to do is generate a lot more positive image with all of the prospects that people are dealing with, whether it's somebody brand new they meet, if it's existing prospects that haven't turned into a customer or a client yet. We're going to massively upgrade the communication with those people in a way that's going to create a lot better image of you, the business owner, or you, the business person who's doing business with them. So this is what you're going to be able to do for your clients. Obviously, you can use this for yourself as well. What about being able to gain more new customers and more new clients? You're going to be able to do that as well because of what we do through communication and branding and imaging. We're going to help you to do this. And this is literally, it could be $20 a month for the business owner. I mean, it's next to nothing. Then also, what about current customers? You know, a lot of people want to go get new customers, but what many people miss out on is taking care of their existing customers. A lot of people, it's like, okay, they're a customer now, and they kind of forget. It's kind of like the husband or wife who just kind of take each other for granted over time, right? You've got to continually let people know you appreciate them, that you're grateful for their business, and you're thankful that they're a client of yours. And so there's ways in which we can do that, and we're going to help people to do this. And then, of course, we're going to teach them how to generate more business from existing clients, existing customers. And there's ways that we can do that as well. And that's based on like the cyclical nature or seasonal nature of their business.
So this is just introducing JC there, but this is what Bob sent me through yesterday, and it was my meeting shared screen speaker view. And you've got to look at this and you've got to think. So this is what we normally do in our meetings, is I will now copy that person's email address. I've already copied their phone number. So I'm going to copy their phone number, and then I'm literally just going to chuck their phone number into Google, all right? And I can find quite a lot from a phone number. So here's, straight away, I found the guy's Facebook. I can probably go into images. I think I can see an image there that's related to him. Get distracted here. Okay, so now I've got his Facebook. So this is meant to be somebody. So there's his email address, theoretically. And why has it got all these Chinese characters all over it? I do not know. But anyway, and you can go through here and you can, find as much as you like out about this company to a certain degree. So now I'm going to go to his website address. The website address says it doesn't work. So now I go to archive.org, chuck in his website address again to see whether it ever did work or it's just a stupid address. And here we go. We can find an email address, a website address that has been, now we're going back 8 years, and we'll see if it brings up anything interesting. And we get nothing. So now we can bounce along to the future and see whether the website was just down. But that's what we do, is we go through and we find all these people's information. So now I can't find him there, so I'm going to open this on another screen that you can't see. I'm going to get his email address and we're going to do a search for that instead. Now I find his LinkedIn, I find his X, I find another Facebook, and now we'll go scouting about him. So this is the same theoretical guy, and theoretically that was the slide that we just looked at in a video that was just produced a few days ago. But if you looked at that, you wouldn't actually think anything was actually happening. But that's how we find these scams all linked together. Don't know what the supermodel has got to do with it, but we're going to carry on through some of these, and eventually we'll find someone who's interacting with this guy, and we'll find somebody we know. It's just sort of a bit weird, getting a bit distracted here, but let's go back to here. So now we've got a phone number up here, we've got an email address, and we've got a post on LinkedIn, and we've actually managed to find a different profile with Scotty Beam, and it's the Greatness team. So now we know that he's part of a group of some sort. We can click on media, and then once again we get the same content, even though it was posted under a different name, which is really weird. But we've got exactly the same content on his X profile as we do with this other Instagram profile. And sometimes it's easier just to go through followers and find the people that are following him. And this is where you can go down and spend hours researching some idiot. Shut that down. So as I showed you, that there guy, that does not look like the same guy that we just watched in the video with the no hair, did it? No, he's got a baseball cap. So he's promoting, obviously, somebody else's program where you can make between $2,000 and $25,000 a day. Remote care today. Let's have a look at that. So just by searching for somebody's email address, often we can find, who they are. YouTube. So now we found his YouTube video, instantcheckmate.com, whatever that is. Another person on Instagram. Oh no, that's not Instagram. So now we'll go through and just shut these down as we go. So I would be surprised. So this is a Facebook page that seems to be updated just a wee while ago. If I go to First Domains, oh my goodness, really? Firstdomains.com. No, that's why firstdomains.nz. Something's gone wrong there. But if we did a domain name lookup on that domain name, I wouldn't be surprised if that domain name didn't actually work at all. And it was free to register. So now we're finding more information. Theoretically, we can check up records of people and find the real people behind it all. I won't bore you with that. I agree, whatever I'm agreeing to, I'll agree. Let's get rid of that screen. Checkmate. So we can come through here and find details of people. And there he is.
Hey, my name's Scott.
So that does not look like the same guy. Maybe he shaved his head off. Now maybe it is the same guy. 9 months ago, videos. So 9 months ago, he posted videos on his own YouTube channel.
Hey, great day. Great day. I hope this finds you well. Well, thanks for taking the time to evaluate what we're doing here with Nove Life. And if you're watching this, that means somebody who really thinks a lot of you, perhaps a family member, a friend, or perhaps it could be just a stranger that you met at a coffee shop, has shared some information with you about what we're doing. I wish I could be with you live, but right now we're just absolutely exploding at a pace I've never seen. I've been in this industry for 34 years. And by the way, why am I even qualified to talk with you? Why would they have you listen to this or
So he's absolutely exploding, and a video that he uploaded a year ago has had 149 visits. Oh, you're not looking at the same screen. What happened there? Oh, you are. Yeah, so that's what you call absolutely exploding. 149 views in a year on a video about something that he's never ever seen before in his life. So it's just the same shit, different day, really. But it is quite funny if you go down these rabbit holes. We can actually find For Help Tomorrow, which is something else he's promoting. Here's another video of him.
Just checking on something here as we're just getting the Help for Tomorrow thing rolling. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Wow, I want to make sure that we got everything coming through here, right? All right. Hang tight, hang tight.
Hang tight, hang tight.
Twofold mission, if you will. So what I want to do, those 8 become 16, become 32.
So you're telling me that he couldn't find anywhere to do a live broadcast, and he's on YouTube. Here we go. Let's have a look at this one.
Help them talk to a person. And by doing that, guess what? We've reached over 1 million people in the last 29 years. So yes, one person can make a difference. You can make a difference. I can make a difference. So what is Help for Tomorrow all about? Well, Help for Tomorrow is something that's near and dear to my heart.
So that was 2018. It's just, if you follow these people, they're chasing dreams. This guy here, a year ago was sitting in front of a computer uploading a video that was only 360 DPI. So it means he's probably living in a third world country on holiday trying to make a living, So that's just crazy. So You know, but when you get videos like we've just have of him doing it now, they're still searching for that happiness or that dream. And here he is. So this was, I don't know, but why is this posted in 2024? And why is that video on my desk now? I mean, yeah, and why is this all in a different language? This one here. Is he in Czech Republic or something? That's what oh no, it's Chinese. Secrets of the top 1% coaching. So this is what he's doing now. What's Bob saying? It's just stupid bullshit, isn't it? But you know, you follow these guys, they leave footprints. So I've just sent him a text at the moment saying, hello, Scotty. And we should ring him up. Let's see what happens. I don't know if you guys will hear this, but let's ring him up and see if he answers. I think you can hear. Good. Let's ring up Scotty. Good stuff. So I'm ringing up Scotty, and his icon that you can't see is actually a lion's head. So he's a lion. Helping hearts is legal. Oh my goodness. So he's obviously not answering me. But good to know that you can hear that ringing, Bob, because I'm doing this off the screen rather than through my phone. Wonder who else we can ring. Ring. No, he's not going to answer, but that is quite cool. So if he rang, wonder who else we can ring up. Maybe we need to ring up our girlfriend, the one that we talked yesterday, Maxine. Let's ring up Maxine instead. Maxine Harris Gilmon. See if she listens. Maxine. I can hear the ring. Oh, brilliant. Well, there you go. I'm using usually I use my phone and plug it into with a cable. Anyway, while we're here and we're listening to Maxine, she was telling me off yesterday and told me to leave her alone or she's going to report me. And I go, please report me. Put me out of my misery. It said there's a meeting live. I feel like I'm sitting here by myself today, but normally we'll find a meeting. Oop, what have we got here? Meeting has ended. All right, let's refresh that one. We missed a meeting. We'll pick a new name. Oh, there is a new name right there. They're waiting for host to start. Host to start. All those blank meetings. No meetings. No answer from Maxine Harrison, who told me her name was actually Maxine H yesterday, which is quite a laugh. Well, let's go back to Jay Pocket Watcher, Jason, and we'll listen to what he's going on here.
You know, in any business I've ever been in, your goal is to be a product of the product as soon as possible, right? So it doesn't matter if you got the $25 package, the $100 credit package, or $500, $1,000. It doesn't matter. I would literally.
What are the meetings about? Good question. They're about people promoting opportunities to get investments in. So if you went to my YouTube channel, it's probably the best way of doing it. I'll take you back and I'll show you what they're about because it's a good question. What we normally do is we have a live section on my YouTube channel. And at the moment, we've currently got 4 people ready to be interviewed. They won't turn up. But most of the people here, except for Jason, we did an interview about Mars Honda Henderson, Mr. Genevieve, and VYB, which is a Ponzi scheme. And we'll go live and we'll monitor their meetings. But any scams that we see that are being promoted via Zoom, we go into their Zoom meetings and monitor them. And then once I've sort of got a clip or somebody doing something, we make that into a video. So I record most of my stuff live, and then once we do that, we put them over into the video section. So for example, just this one I did yesterday. Yeah, make sure. Oh my God, there we go. Here we go. Here we go.
In the chat, and we'll remind you about the end of the call as well. All right, then there you go, buddy.
So what we did with this meeting is we went in there, we recorded the meeting, collected all the names of the people, listened to the Ponzi scheme and scams that they were promoting, and then obviously it's a scam. And then by the end of the recording, we had a video, we had a blog, and we had documented who these people are. And then we obviously created a thumbnail. And then if you go to that particular one, for example, there should be a link down to the bottom here, and then you can go into the video, the blog, a bit blur. So that's the video cover. There's the video, and here's a description about the Ponzi scheme or scam that he was promoting and highlighting all the red flags. So we did all that basically in the 2 hours live session, and the same with today. So literally what it means, if somebody was searching for Pro Players Network and they chuck that into a search engine, they might they'll find the website initially, and then you come down here, you find people promoting how wonderful it is, and then along here you will find, boom, there I am there. So that's from my work just yesterday, 2 days ago. And then when people click on that, it takes them into the video, and then it's a warning about that opportunity. And that's basically what we're doing. So all these Zoom meetings that you see along the top are meetings, other Ponzi schemes and scams that are running, and people who are trying to get people to sign up for a membership, telling them that it's going to go to the moon and back, and if they get in at this early stage, they're going to be able to survive and live their life on a passive income. And then they use other parallels like, crypto was worth nothing at one stage and people didn't believe it, and now don't you wish that you had some crypto and now it's worth nearly $100,000, and all this sort of carry on. So we just listen to people gaslighting people all day long. So this one here is telling me that the host has joined and they will let it, but I have a feeling that one's been like that for quite a while. It is actually a labor of love in a way, but some mornings I don't get out of bed in time to get the good stuff. Normally I'm actually snooping around the internet about now looking for live meetings, but we have caused major havocs in a lot of these meetings. Today's probably pretty boring other than Pocket Watch's video. It's sort of hard to keep everyone engaged when you're live on the internet. But we like to do it live because then we'll find the phone numbers of the people in the Zoom meetings, which we have a database of. Oh, and I haven't shown you the best thing about what we're doing. If we go to what we call my database, which isn't public, we have a list of Americans, a list of persons of interest, as we call them. And this database is accessed by government departments around the world, 6 different government departments. And we offer it to any government department or journalist. So there's a company, a radio TV show called SBS Insight in Australia. And they're literally going to hopefully fly me over to Australia, put me up, and I'm going to be on a 50-minute TV show exposing scammers. Now, what we've done with that is we have created, we've given access to the reporter, so he can come in here, and he's Australian. So then he'll click on Australia, and here's all these Australian guys that have been promoting a certain scam that he was investigated. So if you went into, just using one as example, Steve Codis, whatever it is, we've got like recordings of him, from referring people. Like it looks like just a. So I'll ring him up, do a prank phone call, ask him all about the scheme. Then we gather intel on him, and we find all his associates. We put them together. These are people that we've seen promoting the same thing. Michael Faust, he's a really big guy. So once again, we'll go through into Michael Faust. We'll go into, George Marcus. He's an Australian guy. We find where he lives. We find all the stuff that a lot of people aren't allowed to do, and then we do it. But the other side of it, we also have homepage. we go into Ponzi schemes and scams. So I've offered this database to Jason as well, and now he can come in here. And if he's researching, for example, in here, I don't even know if we have got we have. So we've got Go E1U Life. So basically, we even have a phone number of them. So I might actually give that a ring now. So that's amazing. I didn't know I had a phone number. So I'll go into my cut and paste area, push paste, ring, and it doesn't actually give me a phone number I can ring, but that was a phone number obviously they advertised on their website. Who knows where that goes? Until just watch this video saved on Save Me. I almost joined a multi-level marketing. Oh, yep. Until I watch. Oh, that's great. Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people to watch our content and think about where they're putting their money. And they make it very, because sometimes you can look at something like this and you think, oh, snazzy website, looks pretty cool. It's enticing and other people are doing it. So if they're doing it, I'll do it too. You can see that phone number was advertised on the bottom of the website. Yes, that's why I was trying to ring it. But who do you get when you ring? You'll get nothing. You can watch their videos. It just goes on and on and on. But, like when it comes down to, the honest truth of it, if we went back to my database and if we went and clicked on this document here, these are all website addresses of other Ponzi schemes and scams that I haven't had a chance to investigate. So just, look at the list that I've got. And it just goes on and on and on. And you click on these, and a lot of them have fallen over now. So, so then I go, oh, well, I'll go back and I can't remember which one I clicked on. I'll clean up my database one day. But, people will land on this opportunity here and they will think it looks real. This one here is just a random one. You can invest between $200 and $4,000. You're going to get earn 14%. You get 10% if you refer somebody into it. And this website sitting here, probably used by people in human trafficking compounds. You click on the About Us page and you read all about it. But I'll find this very same website literally cloned multiple times on the internet out there fishing for people who think it looks like a real investment opportunities. Sometimes it's as simple as just copying a paragraph, chucking it into a search engine and seeing who else comes up with that paragraph. So if I'm lucky enough, I could find other websites out there that look very much the same as the one I just showed you. And this could also be the same scam ran by the same cartel style network. And, or the original one that I just showed you has actually literally copied their terms and conditions and just changed the company name out. And that's literally what they do. It just goes on and on and on. It just really is actually breathtaking when you watch it and listen to it and follow it as much as I do. But that's what we're doing. So we're building this database. We also have people who have been scammed. We don't get a hell of a lot of people telling us they've been scammed. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. We have a list of whistleblowers, people who want to talk, share what they find. I've been in the New Zealand High Court. This guy, Stephen McCullough, he was trying to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million, claiming defamation. I had to defend myself because when it goes to the High Court. But he was trying to pull my bluff. It was called a gag rat, throw money at me until I can't do anything. Cost me $36,000 to defend myself. Got awarded $27,000, never got paid before. So these guys do come after us, claiming defamation. We also have a good list of, media. So we have what do I call media? Don't even know if I have. Oh, yes, I do. But these are all like reporters. We've got Bloomberg now. We've got the Guardian newspaper. We've got the New York Times. We've got Amanda Bradley, who's Radio New Zealand. And we've just got people who actually do listen to what we say. Like Sarah Martin, she's absolutely amazing. She did a whole set of articles in the Guardian newspaper in Australia, 14 articles on Sam Lee and the like, and it's just been fantastic. So we're making a difference, but we're not stopping these bastards, which is the problem. But when you see people like Jason doing videos about EU Life, and I've already done videos, it's actually quite good to have other people on board with you. What I would like is people to storm these Zoom meetings and help me shut them down. They complain to Zoom. Zoom listens to them, but not me. And they have literally banned my Zoom account. But because I access Zoom via web browsers, and if I get kicked out, I just empty my cookies, they can't stop me. As I say, they can't stop me, I can't stop them. So I use the same strategies they're using to continue to fight them. It's quite a laugh, really. All right, we'll carry on with Jason. I think we'll go for another 15 minutes, and if we don't get anything at 10 o'clock, we'll give it a miss and we'll call it a day. But let's carry on, listen to Jason's video.
Go in there tonight and click on a product and purchase something with your credits. Like that has to be like a non-negotiable, because as you see, we go through some of the products today and kind of the layout and obviously understanding compensation is we have some really cool things. And I think your confidence, I know at least my confidence went up to an entirely different level when I saw the entire suite of things that we were actually using. And it wasn't just like, okay, hey, what is it? I don't know. No, it's like, oh, I said, oh man, wow, I see it now. I see how valuable this is because I've paid thousands of dollars to have things like this put together. So that's kind of number one. And then number two, actually, while I'm talking about this part, I'm gonna bring on my business partner. This is the guy to actually introduce this to me, Mr. Shaq Sharp. He's an incredible entrepreneur, been doing some incredible things literally with this program. And man, it's funny because we're just getting started. We've done some incredible things individually, some exceptional things together, but I believe this is going to surpass everything that we've done collectively and together in just a short period of time.
All right, now real quick, once again, the Pocket Watcher, I did my research. The man that you are about to see, this guy who's called Shaq, he has been working with Justin for a very long time, right? A very long time. Let me show you how far back these two guys go. They go way, 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 way back. These guys, these guys go so far back.
Hello, my name is Rico McDaniel, and I'd like to welcome to a short overview opportunity to be able to change our lives. So the name of our company is Wake Up Now. We're a 4-year-old company based out of Provo, Utah. We have more than 100,000
Looks like he's 10 years
IPOs
old.
and growing. Our company's whole goal is to help Americans save money on things they're already doing, and also help IBOs, people that are in our business, to be able to make $600 or more in residual income. How do we do this? We focus on 3 things as a company. First, we show people how to save money by saving money on things they're already doing. 2, we help people be able to manage their money by getting tax advantages and also getting out of debt. And finally, for people that take the opportunity to be able to do so, we show them how to be able to make money.
Right, might leave that one there. I've just got an article put in front of me, which is quite interesting. They stole $250 million in crypto and got caught within a month. How? Luxury cars, $500,000 bar tabs, and mysterious kidnapping attempts helped investigators to unravel the heist of the lifetime. So this is in the New York Times, and this is similar to the article they had on me once.
In the balmy late afternoon of August 25, 2024, Sushil and Radhika Chettle were house hunting in Danbury, Con, in an upscale neighborhood of manicured yards and heated pools. Sushil, a vice president at Morgan Stanley in New York, was in the driver's seat of a new matte grey Lamborghini Urus, an SUV with a price tag starting around $240,000. As they turned a corner, the Lamborghini was suddenly rammed from behind by a white Honda Civic. At the same time, a white Ram Pro Masterwork van cut in front, trapping the Chettles. According to a criminal complaint filed after the incident, a group of 6 men dressed in black and wearing masks emerged from their vehicles and forced the Chettles from their car, dragging them toward the van's open side door.
All right, well, that's the first part. Sounds exciting so far.
When Sushil resisted, the assailants hit him with a baseball bat and threatened to kill him. The men bound the couple's arms and legs with duct tape. They forced Radhika to lie face down and told her not to look at them, even as she struggled to breathe, pleading that she had asthma. They wrapped Sushil's face with duct tape and hit him several more times with the bat as the van peeled off. Several witnesses saw the attack and called 911. Some of them, including an off-duty FBI agent who lived nearby and happened to be at the scene, trailed the van and the Honda, relaying the vehicle's movements to the police. The FBI agent managed to obtain partial license plate numbers.
Wow. Real life real life battle on that one. Well, what's happening here?
Danbury police officers soon located the van. A patrol vehicle activated its emergency lights and tried to make a stop, but the driver of the van accelerated, swerving recklessly through traffic. About a mile from where the chase began, the driver careered off the road and struck a curb. 4 suspects fled on foot. The police found one hiding under a bridge and apprehended him after a brief chase. Within a couple of hours, the other 3 were located hiding in a wooded area nearby. The police, meanwhile, found the shaken chattels bound in the back of the van.
Wow, it's like a movie.
Detective Sergeant Steve Castrovinci of the Danbury Police Department had the day off when the shift commander called him at home about the incident. "We got a kidnapping. A legit kidnapping," he remembers the shift commander telling him. Castrovinci called a few of his detectives to get up to speed, and then stopped at the crime scene before driving to the station to speak to the suspects. Based on information provided by one of the suspects in custody, 2 more assailants were found and arrested the following morning at an Airbnb rental in Roxbury, a 30-minute drive from Danbury, where the white Civic was also parked. For Castrovinci, it was a strange and dramatic case. Danbury is a well-off, quiet place, and while the police there did get the odd kidnapping case, they were almost always related to child custody. A violent midday abduction was unheard of. There was no apparent connection between the suspects and the chattels, and, stranger still, law enforcement discovered that the suspects, men between the ages of 18 and 26, had traveled to Connecticut all the way from Miami. They'd rented the van on the app Turo. This is a case. You may only get one of these, 1 or 2 of these, in a career. Castrovinci, who has been in law enforcement for 20 years, including 5 with the New York Police Department, told me, "Not in this area. We don't deal with stuff like this."
Mm-hmm. Let's see how the plot unfolds.
For weeks, the police said very little. Castrovinci and his team worked to piece together a motive. It was hard to believe that the chattels were targeted because of Sushel's senior position at an investment bank. As a vice president at Morgan Stanley, he would have had an enviable salary, but nothing out of the ordinary for Danbury. And if money was the kidnappers' motive, it was bizarre that they left behind the chattels' Lamborghini, which was found abandoned in the woods. None of it seemed quite right. A few days after the attempted kidnapping, though, Castrovinci says his team received a tip from the FBI that cast the case in a strange new light. A possible connection to an enormous cryptocurrency heist, one that happened just a week before the attack. A group of young men, some of whom connected on a Minecraft server, were suspected of taking $250 million from an unwitting victim, setting off an incredible chain of events that involved an online network of cyber criminals, some of them teenagers, a group of independent digital detectives who tracked their efforts, and several law enforcement agencies. Now, it seemed, the whole thing had culminated in the kidnapping of the chattels, a real-world spillover from the brazen lawlessness of this expanding digital underworld, and the culture that surrounds it.
Wow.
The chain of events began a couple of weeks earlier, when a resident of Washington, D.C., began receiving suspicious sign-in notifications on his Google account. The logins appeared as though they were coming from overseas. Then on August 18th, he received a phone call from someone claiming to be on Google's security team. The caller said the user's email account had been compromised. The call appeared to be legitimate. The caller knew the D.C. resident's personal information. The account holder, the caller said, would need to shut down his account unless he could verify certain personal information over the phone, which he did.
They wanted to fill the rest of the picture by the sound of it.
Shortly after the call with the supposed Google agent, the same D.C. resident, whose identity remains concealed in federal court documents, received a second call from someone who said they were a security team representative from Gemini, a prominent cryptocurrency exchange. Like the supposed Google employee, he had the man's personal information. He explained that his Gemini account, which held about $4.5 million worth of coins, had been hacked, and that the man needed to reset his two-factor authentication and transfer the Bitcoin in his account to another wallet to keep it safe.
Okay. Heard that one before. Of course, that's what he did.
The person on the phone then suggested that the account holder download a program that would provide additional security. The man agreed, not knowing that he was downloading a remote desktop app, which would give the caller access to his computer, and access to a second crypto account, exposing him to an even more staggering theft. It turned out that the DC resident, an early investor in cryptocurrency, had more than 4,100 Bitcoin in total.
Oh my goodness.
10 years ago, that much Bitcoin was worth about $1 million. That day, it was worth more than $243 million.
Oh my goodness. So after all that money, he still didn't have the intelligence for that much security. It shows you how vulnerable crypto is, doesn't it? Oh my God. And within minutes, it was all gone. Oh no.
Within minutes,
you feel?
it was all gone. A central paradox of crypto is that, although coin owners are generally not identifiable, transactions are recorded on a public ledger known as a blockchain. This means that when the currency moves, anyone can see it. This paradox has enabled a new class of sleuths who can identify suspicious transactions on the blockchain. One of the best of these digital detectives goes by the handle ZachXBT, an independent investigator of crypto-related crimes. ZachXBT is a well-known and elusive figure in the crypto world. He regularly posts threads detailing his investigations on X, where he has about 850,000 followers, exposing supposed wrongdoers, sometimes by name. Often, he shares his findings with law enforcement. Wired described him as the most prolific independent crypto-focused detective in the world. He doesn't share his real identity online.
Wow. I think I've heard about him actually.
Minutes after the DC residence funds were liquidated, ZachXBT was walking through the airport on his way to catch a flight when he received an alert on his phone about an unusual transaction. Crypto investigators use tools to monitor the global flows of various coins and set alerts for, say, any transaction over $100,000 that goes through certain exchanges that charge a premium for having few security safeguards. The initial alert that day was for a mid-six-figure transaction, followed by higher amounts, all the way up to $2 million. After he cleared airport security, ZachXBT sat down, opened his laptop, and began tracing transactions back to a Bitcoin wallet with roughly $240 million in crypto. Some of the Bitcoin in the wallet dated back to 2012. At that point it didn't make sense, he told me. Why is a person who held their Bitcoin for this long using a sketchy service that typically sees a lot of illicit funds flow through it?
Yeah, I've just gone to that guy's, don't know, I'm not sure it's the same guy. You never know, do you? But you assume it's the same guy. Oh no, now I've forgotten where I'm up to in the article. Hope you're not too intrigued with it. Let's have a listen.
He added the wallets associated with the transactions to his tracking and boarded the plane. Once he connected to in-flight internet, more alerts arrived. Throughout the day, the Bitcoin traced to the wallet was being liquidated through more than 15 different high-fee cryptocurrency services.
Washing. They call it washing, don't they?
After he landed, ZachXBT messaged a few other investigators who specialize in cryptocurrency theft. Among them was Josh Cooper Duckett, Director of Investigations for Cryptoforensic Investigators, one of a growing number of independent firms that track crypto theft and fraud and help law enforcement recover currency for the victims. Cooper Duckett, a 26-year-old from London, developed an early interest in crypto, and after working in security at Deloitte for 3.5 years, started investigating crypto theft, focusing on cases where the financial loss is at least $100,000, of which there are a lot these days.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Anyway, let's see. And it's 3 minutes to 10, which means we should have some action in about 3 minutes' time, hopefully.
ZachXBT told Cooper Duckett and the other investigators what he discovered, and they all agreed it was suspicious to see a $250 million wallet liquidated this way. Somebody like that has that much money, does not wake up one day on the weekend and decide, well, I'm just going to start sending to a bunch of exchanges and trying to convert for Monero and Ethereum. They don't do that.
Yep, it's just sometimes you just use logic.
The crypto investigators contacted the exchanges and services to inform them of the theft so they could freeze the currency and coordinate with the authorities. Some did, others didn't. In this case, it was a lot of whack-a-mole, Cooper Duckett says. They're trying a lot of different exchanges, a lot of different services to see what works. I mean, they have $240 million to launder. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
On X, ZachXBT notified his followers about the heist in progress. 7 hours ago a suspicious transfer was made from a potential victim for 4,064 BTC, $238 million, he wrote. Funds were transferred to Thorchain, Exchange, KuCoin, Change Now, Railgun and Avalanche Bridge, all crypto services. ZachXBT noticed that the victim had received bankruptcy payouts from Genesis, a lending platform, which filed for bankruptcy in 2023, related to the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX. Using his network, he was eventually able to connect with the victim over email. The shocked DC resident hired ZachXBT, Cryptoforensic and another crypto investigation firm to help track his stolen funds. That same day, he filed a police report with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, and ZachXBT messaged his contacts in law enforcement. The FBI and the Department of Justice declined to comment for this article.
Wow.
Cryptocurrency theft is growing at such a rate that federal investigators struggle to keep up. According to its latest report, the Internet Crime Complaint Center received more than 69,000 claims in 2023 regarding financial fraud involving crypto, resulting in more than $5.6 billion in reported losses, a 45% increase from 2022. Although just 10% of all financial fraud complaints were crypto-related, the losses associated with those complaints accounted for nearly 50% of the total. Cryptocurrency's decentralized nature, the irreversibility of transactions, and the ability to move digital coins around the world make it appealing to criminals and difficult for the FBI to recover funds, the report said. In 2022, the FBI created a special unit to combat crypto theft, called the Virtual Assets Unit VAU.
Well, that's amazing. I'm just going to have a look around, see what else was happening here. We'll come back to that article, but there should be some live meetings on at the moment. False alarm on that one. Let's see if we can find some live meetings. No live meetings. It's 10 a.m. So this is, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Probably my worst day ever for popcorning meetings. Yep. So it really is a dead day, dead duck. Well, the link for that article is in the chat room. I won't put it in the description. You'll have to go through the chat to find the link to the New York Times article if you want to carry on reading about that. But there's some big, dangerous heist of money happening, isn't it, in the real world? Imagine that, $200+ million actually being taken would be just crazy. Here's the link also to the investigations that go on in that Telegram group there, which I've just joined, which would be quite interesting. Last month, 65 million was stolen from Coinbase. Boy, he's got lots of really interesting stuff in there too, which is quite interesting. No links to Zoom meetings though. So not going to help us. Links shared. Wonder if he wants us to help with information with Zoom heists that are going on at the moment. Mum and dad investors. Right, let's have a wee look. I'm just see if there's anything else happening. Unread messages. I'm just going to have a quick look through my WhatsApp while we're here and just see if there's any links to. We'll see. Going to see if we can salvage. Is that a word? Salvage stuff. Let's have a look. Administration. I'm just having a look through some of my. Well, here we go. Here's. I think this is E1U Life. I just might be able to open that meeting. I love it when I get new meeting links. Lisa Thompson's our girl today. Instant. So now I will check this. I'll check this on another browser, which I just shut down accidentally. So that was a bit dumb, Danny. Okay, well, it's open here. New window. Bookmarks. And oh, I don't have this one. So that's one I can save. Instant Bitcoin AI marketing. So there you go. I love it when I get new meetings. So I can double click on that, copy, and pick Zoom. So that's another meeting that we've just picked up from a Zoom meeting. I'll just check the Zoom links all the time. They're all the same. 95 is the ones that we're looking at. I love it when I go in there. There's quite a few Zoom meeting links here, so you might as well wait around if you've got the time. If it gets exciting, I do bookmark where the action happens and put it in a timestamp. Invest. So here's another one. This one is a general meeting. We'll just check to see if we haven't already got this one open. No, another meeting. Oh, that's exciting. Join your browser. Let's see what it is. Invalid link. So that one got shut down already. So you can just about guarantee that any of the other links will be the same as well. But that's a bit of a scream. when you know their Zoom meetings have been shut down. They've got 1,500 messages that I'm... Oh, this is actually something to do with Anthony. Here we go. So let's have a look at this one. This could be an opportunity. This could be Anthony. We were talking about him earlier on. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so hopefully you'll know who I'm talking about. Lisa Thompson. Oh, Vexo Trade. Oh, that's going to be a good one to monitor. So we'll go there. This is like playing lotto. Oh, I didn't have this one either. AMA with David. Oh, this is brilliant. So copy that. I might just have to give that to my mates, Vexo Trade. I'll just have to paste that to the Avengers apps, and we're going to go there. Just landed. Gareth is back home. There you go. Gareth Blakesley is back home. Well done. Good on you, mate. I'm just live at the moment on the internet, and I said, wonder if Gareth's back home yet. And so well done. I'm glad you're back on the earth. Kiss that ground, mate. Nice to have you back here on the real world, back in Las Vegas, isn't it? Not Las Vegas, California. Well done, mate. Good to have you back home. All right, start building your life again. There you go. Send him a voice message. Isn't that nice? So that's pretty cool. So there we go. So we're just looking for a few more meetings. So this guy, Anthony, he is prolific. I can't even say the word. 95. I'm just checking the link. 95. Where has he gone? 95. Oh, it's not the same meeting. Oh, hold up. He might be able to give us new meeting links. We'll just open up another tab. Wonder if this is the same one. There's quite a few links here. Instant. I think I've already tagged that one. Might pay if I just do this. Yep, I have. So it's doubling up. All right. So let's see if we can find other Zoom meetings. MoveQuest, CoinMark. I haven't been there for ages. Oh my God. So this guy, Anthony, is everywhere at the moment. Am I in the same? I think I see what's happening. He's got multiple, he's even promoting Daisy. So he's got multiple Zoom meeting links for different Zoom meetings promoting different scams. And he's like a router of information, which is quite interesting. Shared links, Zoom. What number is that one then? So these links go back to browser. And let's go meeting code. He's got a meeting code there. Can we go right click to the meeting, forward, go to message, and he's put a password on them now. Well, that's just fantastic, isn't it? So we go forward, Zoom meeting, right click, go to message, and we have a link, but no, you need a password to get into his password things now, which is a bit of a laugh. Yeah, you need password. Actually, from memory, I think he liked money, 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 dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign, or money, dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. No. What else has he got there? We've got links shared. Nope. Oak Smart. He's been promoting Oak Smart. That just can't believe that he's doing that. Links shared. Oat Smart. He hasn't promoted Oat Smart since 2024. Wonder if this is the same link. I have a feeling that all these links I'm opening are all his. Yeah, they are. So if I go shut that one down, shut that one down, shut that one down, shut that one down, we're back to normal. All right, who else can we pick out here? We're going to go into BidGem Finance. BidGem Finance. This is the one I did the review on a week ago. See if they've got any shared links. Bot chat support. No Zoom meetings. No. All right. So now we'll go down to Wealth Stock Limited Investment Company. Well, that sounds like a good one, doesn't it? And they've got shared links. Wealth Stock UK. No Zoom meetings in that one though. We just might have to go through these and have a wee look as you do. Enter. Okay, so somebody's on my own chat room here trying to reply, trying to get people to invest. So I'm going to ban user, report spam, delete, and ban person from my groups. No good when you come into my own Telegram group. If you want my Telegram handles, they actually are in the description of the YouTube channel that you're listening to at the moment. And now we're just going through these as we do. Shared link. Oh, there's a Zoom meeting, April 2024 though. I'm just doing a bit of homework. Since today's a bit flat, I'll try to make it a more high-packed meeting next time. Crypto awareness education. Do we have this crowd already in our database? Let's have a look. Ah, we do. We've got it in there twice, so we don't need it twice. We'll delete one of those, and we'll shut that one down. And I'm no doubt we've already got it open, so I'll shut that one down as well. Alrighty, so here we up to. Be on it is quite a good one. And here's another Zoom meeting. I think this will be a 404 error because I think I remember they've updated their link because they don't want me in it. Oh, let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Oh, so that's going. That was a meeting from the 10th of April. So let's go to here again. Bidmark. Let's see if we've got that one. Oh, we do. Oh, we're pretty thorough. We're getting a bit. Daisy Scam Global. That's a good one. So they've got people out there who now realise that Daisy is a scam, and they're probably getting together, trying to figure out how to get their money out of it. So they decided to set up. Oh, that's nice. Had a great Easter break, Danny. I'm still sharing some of your shorter videos on the site. I'm off to Sydney on the 14th of May. Oh my God. Have been talking to me as well. Yeah, we may get to see each other again. We may get to see each other again. Tell them you need me on the show. That's hard case. So I've been invited to be on a TV show, and a lady who I managed to get to go to the Global Financial Crime Summit in Australia, I managed to get her on the show. So it looks like there may be a possibility that she could help encourage them to make sure I'm on the show. But what a hard case. Going to keep bumping into Kathy. That is such a hard case. I must give her a ring. Yeah, so that's good. So lots of things happening. Oh,
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, that meeting's being recorded. Meeting's being recorded. Oh, thank you. We needed a meeting. I'm getting desperate now. Let's see, Diamond. I don't even know how to do that anymore. Do you go to, I'm typing in join, zoom.us. Okay. And if we go to sign in, thanks, Jelly Snack. Jelly Snack, you're amazing, just saying. Sign up free, support English, new Zoom. How do we just join a meeting? What do I have to sign in for? Sign in, meet, join a meeting. There we go. So what do you reckon it was? We're looking at 581. That number rings a bell. That 88276. And with a bit of luck, whoops, a daisy. With a bit of luck, I should say, we will diamond, you reckon? Oh, it doesn't need a password. Let's see if I've already got this one in my database. And let's launch meeting, join with browser. And we're looking at diamond. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. If it's got a password, I don't think I've got it. So that's a new one. Well done, you. Diamonds. Lisa Thompson. Keith's personal meeting. Oh, good. Let's make a. Now we'll have to save that one in a different place. Go down to here. Open another meeting. Go down to passcodes and type in that one, diamond. and Diamond. And now I need to somehow get that name. Keith, I'm typing in Williams. Certs meeting room. Okay. Oh, 3 hours. Right. So who's this guy? Diamond. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Couple of hours. All right. That's cool. What's that one? Same link. Oh, no. You're giving me heaps of them. Oh, good. A couple of hours. That's cool. Let's monitor that one. It's pretty boring out here today. Oh, my goodness. It's opening up a special window. Let's go back to unspecial windows. Go. I've got it. Let's see what we've got with this one. This one's in a couple of hours. Join your browser. Oh, righty. Well, for the sake of everyone getting bored. Oh, same thing. Okay, then. I got it now. Let's have a wee look. What I might do is call it quits on the meeting now, and then I'll keep monitoring. And if I find anything decent going, I will come back in with guns blazing, as they say, because I can't see anything really happening at the moment. Somebody just walked over my grave. We've had a bit of the colourful stuff. But anyway, do check out Pocket Watch's video he did yesterday. Absolutely awesome. But we go there and hold my finger down. You can see I'm just looking for all the meetings I've got open. And it's such a shame to have all these meetings open and no one scamming. Maybe the scammers are having a holiday I didn't know about. Waiting, joined. So I might take Pixel for a walk, feed myself, and then pop back in if there is. How's that sound, everyone? Well, that's very good. Well, I am Danny de Hek, and you have been watching a very slow, uneventful meeting, other than watching stuff that we've already got access to. No point carrying on if we can't get any good juicy stuff for you guys, so we will call it quits. $1 Billion Mines, that's another one that's I'm just looking at now. And we'll see if they're alive and well. $1 Billion Mines. And we'll once again check to see whether I've already had that one. Meeting's been recorded. This meeting's been recorded. So $1 Billion Mines leave their Zoom was wide open. Well, that's just encouraging, isn't it? Yeah, but no, I think we'll call it. Oh, that shut that one down. See, well, every action has a reaction. Yeah, scammer on vacation. I know. Well, how dare they take a holiday? Mate, there must be a conference on in Dubai, and they've all taken off on a plane. Nice to have you here, mate. Do make sure you've got the notifications on, because when we go live, we go in live and hot. And we have had some fun along the way. Some of our other videos certainly show that. I think these are all, I'm still cleaning up a few meetings that have been naughty since we've been live. Oh my goodness, they all shut down after a time or something, do they? You can't see what I'm looking at. It's not much fun. But yeah, I might take Pixel and my dog for a walk, and we'll be done. Waiting for this webinar to super. I just can't believe there's no action. This is like Saturday. Normally I'm out running. Maybe I should keep running and not stop and do Zooms. My partner's gone away for a big run in the hills. Left me home alone, or just about home alone. Yeah. But they will be in Dubai, mate. That's where they will be hanging out. Look, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Sorry, it has been not a very eventful day today, but this is part of being a YouTuber and going live. And I was hoping that we would have some action for you. We will keep monitoring these rooms. We're not going to give up, and we'll see if anything happens. And if so, we'll be back on. We may be back on in around about 2 hours time. It might be an opportunity for me to actually do some work that makes some money. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye. It's goodbye from New Zealand. It's good morning from New Zealand. See you in the next video.